everybody? It's your boy MacMaal back with another reaction. Make sure y'all smash the sub. And remember, it don't cost you nothing to push your button. You dig. What's good? YouTube and Facebook. It's your boy MacMaal back with another MacMaal Monday nights. I'm rocking with the panel. Y'all already know what it is. Man, before we get started, man, I ask y'all to please hit the sub button, man. Please hit the like and please leave a comment, even if you don't like it. It don't cost you nothing to push your button. With that being said, it's always a treat when real players meet, and I got the panel back and we lit, you dig? How y'all doing this Monday?
Yeah, we good. We good.
Good, man. Bless, brother.
We good. We good. How you
Everybody
doing?
good? Man, I'm good, man. I had a busy weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I went through little issues. Shout out to y'all. Make sure everybody that tuned in, make sure y'all be looking for my interview. I told a little bit about my life. It'll be dropping this Thursday night, so make sure y'all tune in and share that. I'm gonna be dropping it in parts. I got so many parts to this, so I'm gonna be releasing it as like a small little snippet series, you know what I'm saying? So you'll get a little bit at a time, and then eventually I'll be dropping the entire interview, so make sure y'all check that out. As far as my weekend and to how I'm feeling today, I'm actually feeling good today. I feel real good today. I was prosperous. I cleaned up my own house today, and I washed my own clothes today. Thank God for that.
Look at God.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm grown today. Goddamn it. What about y'all?
What you had a maid? You got a housekeeper?
Yeah.
I was prosperous, but I'm gonna tell you what happened today, man. I ain't do shit. I sit on my ass and I relaxed.
Okay.
So
Ain't nothing wrong with
they said
Okay.
peace be still. I was still today.
it.
Yes, that's necessary.
Yes, you got to.
Well, I was out of town. It was so much fun. Very much needed reset, relax. So I'm back now
Where'd you go?
to Niagara Falls.
Oh shit. Okay.
What Niagara Falls at?
That's in New York, like Buffalo. It's 10 minutes. You can
Oh,
walk to Canada in 10 minutes. But I
I
stayed
never.
on the America side. I ain't go to the Canada side.
It's
Yeah,
hard to get back
I ain't never been to New York, man. That's one of my bucket list spots to go to, man. I definitely want to try New York before it's all said and done.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's
So
worth it. Not just Manhattan and all that shit, because I got family up there, so we be up there often. But to really go out the way and really see it, enjoy it, is definitely worth it. Definitely highly recommend Niagara Falls. I learned so much though. Them damn people that live there, that work there, don't even notice. I know the city better than all the people that work there. How much wrong information they was giving us.
Oh wow.
So yeah. So
well, shit. We gonna get right into this content today, man. I hope y'all ready, man. We got some good content for the subs out there and everybody watching, man. We gonna turn up, man. So I'm gonna play the first clip, and we gonna roll.
You're living out of your car.
Yeah.
You've been living out of your car for the past 4.5 months. Your car was parked at the park. You were inside the restroom and the car got towed. What's going on with you?
A lot is going on right now. Okay. Both
Do
of my
tell.
parents passed away 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment we buried them, everything just fell apart. I don't even have tears in my eyes because everything has just gone away. I don't have a house anymore. I don't have health insurance. The only thing I had left was my car.
So, ma'am, you say you work at the Mango Donut Shop, correct?
Yeah. Yes. That's where I work.
Okay. Let me ask, is this the only employment that you have?
Yes.
So you don't have
Yes. I don't have anything. I had to ask my coworker for clothes so I can look presentable for today. I've been trying my hardest to do things the right way, the righteous way. I'm trying to go to church and not do fraud. And I'm tired. I need some type of help. I don't know. Go, whatever.
You sound like you're at the end of your rope.
I am.
Why do you sound like you're ready to give up? That's where I'm lost
Then
at.
where am I going? A year ago, everything was fine. Within the matter of 6 months, I lost everything. I don't get it. Is this punishment?
Punishment from who?
I don't know. You tell me. I've done everything right and I'm here in court, in trouble.
You're here because the city says you haven't paid your parking tickets.
Focus.
Well, are you able to pay these tickets?
No, I'm not able to pay anything. I eat donuts because I don't have any other food.
Everything I say, it's about helping.
So how can you help me?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Let's see what I'm gonna see if I have power to do something. Yeah, tell your brother I'll pay for it out of my pocket. As a matter of fact, have your brother call me in about 2 hours so we can get this solidified, okay? You have a place to stay for the next 3 months. Imagine that. Imagine that.
Okay, so the clip didn't play the entirety. Obviously, it was too long. I don't know if y'all saw the whole video, but I'm gonna leave a link to the whole video after this so y'all can check out the whole video. So basically, I guess her mom passed away. They lost the house. She lost everything. She had a rinky-dink job, and she was living out her car. And I guess she went somewhere to use the bathroom, and the city towed her car because she owed a bunch of parking tickets. So they caught her lacking, towed her car. That was her hearing for her to see about the car, right? So the judge felt, he felt bad for her, and he made a call to somebody he know that had a friend that I possibly was a manager at the hotel or something like that. So he was gonna pay for her to stay for 90 days at the hotel, so she had somewhere to stay. Then he goes along and he erases her tickets, the tickets that she had on her car. He erased her tickets so she could go down there and get her car. And then he called a friend who's a manager at somewhere in the city. It was a city job. And was gonna give her a job and give her another chance in life, right? My opinion, I say he did a good deed, and I like to tilt my hat off to that man, the judge. He did a righteous thing, and I definitely appreciate him for doing the righteous thing like that. Although I gotta play devil's advocate, like if there was a man, it wouldn't have never happened like that. We'd have been ass on our luck, and they wouldn't have gave us nothing. He'd have been looking at us like we was a piece of shit, and we'd had to pay them tickets, and we'd had to go back on the street, and we would have to beg for change because ain't nobody helping us, man. Straight
You know what? I want to say something. I saw that whole clip, and yeah, that was a very righteous thing that he did. You just made a comment that if it was a man, he wouldn't have did that. I don't know if you guys saw it. I don't remember this young man's name, but Judge Mathis had a young guy that was in the streets. I think his mother was a single parent. She was troubled. She was in the streets. And he begged and pleaded his aunt for help. The aunt let him come stay with her, but her husband gave this boy a hard time. They ended up in court, and what Judge Mathis did was, if I remember correctly, I think he gave him some place to stay, and he offered to pay his tuition for him to finish school. And he got on that uncle because he's like, this young man is reaching out for help. How many young guys, at age 19 or 20 years old, beg their families to take them in to help them and not turn to the streets? It was an option for him. Like, I think he actually tried it, but he was like, that's not really what he was for. So I think it just depends on the individual that's sitting up there with that robe on. You know what I mean?
I'll say
They will
this.
give men a hard time, but I've seen a couple of episodes where they do help you out. They will.
Okay, I'll say this, right? You can point out some things that probably is for a man or whatever, but look, right? At the end of the day, Judge Mathis is not real. That shit is a TV show. This shit is not real.
I
And
don't believe this man is real. It's all a TV show.
And furthermore, to stretch it out a little bit, this clip we seen is not real. Ain't no judge get on no goddamn phone doing court
Yeah,
and
I
calling
was
motherfuckers.
waiting. I'm like, this
I
shit
ain't never
gotta
saw
be
that.
TV.
I ain't never
This
saw
shit
that.
gotta
It do
be
look a little
TV.
scripted. It looks scripted a little bit. But I'll
Yeah,
say like this: even if
but
you can, it's hard for a judge because he's hit. Like if you ever been to court, you got 100 people in there. You got to get them in and out and continuous and all this. So you got to really delineate who really needs the help. Because if you start being nice, then people gonna come in there and be like, I could just cry and I can get over. You know what I'm saying? I can get over on that. So like it do take for the judge to use his intuition to say this person might really need help. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not an easy spot to be in because you don't want to send somebody out and then 2 months later and you reading in the paper they didn't off they self or something like that. So it's a lot. If it's real or fake, whatever it is, it's still a lot on them.
Now I got a question. Let's take the judge out of it. Do you guys see yourselves helping someone out like that?
I definitely would. I'm a good-hearted dude, man. So if I
I,
had the power to help anybody, I would.
I'm finna say if I could definitely help somebody and do all that stuff. But I would that's what I was trying to see. How is there not like a conflict of interest or if a judge is personally doing things, not to say he couldn't, but I just never seen that before in real time. Like he may assign a organization to help you. But I'm like, damn, he doing all that. He's saying himself personally, he gonna pay for it. I'm like,
Yeah,
so
right.
that
That's
person could
that's
come
for
back and be like, do it for me, or is that discrimination? Like, I,
and 90 days is a lot to pay for
yeah.
that's
somebody rent.
for a
You know what
hotel.
I'm saying?
Shit,
But
hotel,
let's
$100 a day.
for the sake of argument, let's just say let's take it for face value and say it's real. How do you really feel about the situation?
You know what? I was about to say that I got two different versions of it. On number one, God is gonna bless him 10 times over because some judges they come in with their moods, however their personal life is. That's the type of person you gonna get. You know what I'm saying? If he in a bad mood, you gonna get 20 years. If he in a good mood, they gonna bless you because they understand that they've been blessed. So it kind of gives you hope in humanity. Okay, that's a good thing. I like that for the gram and all other shit, right? But on the flip side, I gotta say this: if you ever been to traffic court, ain't I can tell it's staged because if you ever been to traffic court, the bailiffs make sure they take your damn phone and you ain't got it on, you cut it off, you ain't recording shit in there, especially for no traffic ticket.
Oh no, they got cameras in every courtroom.
Oh,
They record everything in there.
yeah, I believe that, but that's within their own mainframe, not for public and social viewing. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
no, it's public information. You can literally go and watch anybody's court date on Zoom. You can
Yeah,
you
but
can
he talking
go.
about the angles of the camera, the close-ups,
Yeah,
all of that
yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's kind
He's
of
Well,
like,
well,
who's
yeah,
shooting this scene? This scene
yeah.
is
no, I
being
get it.
shot.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
I
gives me
get it.
calls to phones. I mean, the bailiff always like, hey, if I catch you with your phone on again, I'm gonna take it from you. You know,
Right,
they come
right.
up there. That's the I've been to traffic court. I had no shame in saying that. You know what I'm saying? So and being there at one time and seeing court stuff on social media, hey, it's two different things. So I'm like, what I'm gonna believe, my eyes or my experience?
Yeah, judge ain't getting on no phone, bro.
Right. And that's another thing. Judge in the middle of a court case get on the phone. Like, that's odd,
But
You're right. That's I'm like, what? I've been to
it was
court
But
plenty times. I ain't never seen that.
but
I'm like, what?
my thing is this. She looked grown as hell, right? What was you doing with your life before all this happened?
Nah,
I'm gonna
that
be
shit can go cast to hell if
I'm
they was. Cause
yeah,
She was
sometimes it
I'm
be
gonna be
like
real.
grief.
wasn't she
It be
young?
like
The way she broke it down, I think she did have like a little job, or she, her parents took care of her, and when they passed away,
Absolutely.
everything fell apart. Like she said, that happens to more people in this world than you think, right?
No, it happens to mostly black
Yeah,
people because we don't have life
they
insurance and we
don't
don't
leave
leave
well, that's
our
money.
true.
next to kin shit.
That's
Put that
that
on
that
my
that's true. That's true
If they
as
would have
well.
died with an insurance policy, she would have been straight. She lost the house. Probably,
cause she
I don't
couldn't
know
pay
how
for it.
old she is, but she taking life for a joke if you grown as hell and you work in a donut shop. Let's just be
Yeah,
honest. You work in a
yeah.
donut
Wasn't
shop.
she like 18 or
Right.
19 years old though? She was young.
I don't think she was no damn 18, 19. She looked like she about 25.
Yeah,
Was
she
she?
I would say like her 20s.
yeah. But
But
I
Mm.
She
mean,
in
if
the
she's living at the crib
in
though,
all due respect, if
You
we
know what
go
I'm saying?
back to when we was about 18 to 25, was we really thinking about life insurance at the time?
But it's
Nah,
not
but
for
your
No,
us.
we
parents.
It's
not
for
talking
the
about her. We talking about her
OGs.
mama.
Right.
No,
The
no,
OGs should have
Our
thought about it
yeah,
parents,
and put us down.
they should have thought
both her
about. I said
parents
they should have
died.
thought about that, but
Yeah,
Both
you
of her
know,
parents died.
bro.
it's
True,
tricky.
true story. My grandma 86, and I was sitting up there eating food with her and my mama the other day, and she said, "I want you to go in my file cabinet and get this envelope." Just pulled out the envelope. Her burial plot, her ceremony, her ride, everything when she passed is already paid for, and she did it in 2001. Like my
Hey,
grandma, she's solid. Like she's street as hell. I was probably 18 years old one time. She was like, "They ain't your friends. They don't know how to hold water." And I'm looking at my grandma like, "What the hell you just say?" You know what I'm saying? But her mentality, she's like, "You got to make sure they don't play you. Don't tell them to add all these features. Everything paid for. And y'all got some
Hey,
money
you
with me
know
when I
that's
pass."
crazy. That's crazy because Phoebe work in that field and she tell me all the time to just pay for my shit ahead of time. Just make my
Mm-hmm.
own plans so I can go out the way the fuck I want to go out instead of
Yep.
worried about how I don't want nobody arguing over what to do with me.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Yep.
lay it down and tell you what to do with me.
Yep.
I'm telling you,
That's
that's
Yeah,
what
what's
she
up.
did. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
Yep.
So we do got to
And
do
it's less
better as
stress on
society.
your family too. It's less stress on your
It is.
family. And
It
by
Yeah,
you
it
is.
not
definitely
being
is.
yeah,
married, Mo, it's on your kids. It's
Yeah,
on
and
your
most
kids.
motherfuckers
So
never buried nobody before, so they don't even
Exactly.
know where to start.
they don't know what
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
to do. So you can make that process for them. And another thing is that a lot of our people don't like to talk about it. They act like the shit is not a
Yep.
reality. And I don't
Yep.
understand. They just be like, people, we don't want to talk about that. Okay. And then when
Mm-hmm.
somebody died, the first person they called was me. Y'all could have been took care of this shit,
Right.
but y'all didn't want to listen to me in the
But
beginning when I saw how stuff was gonna go. So you could make it less stressful on your family.
Your
but
family.
Yeah,
Go ahead
yeah.
that's
and
the
do
thing.
that.
That's the thing with people in your family or close to you. Like I always been saying last couple of weeks, you gotta reserve that space for uncomfortable conversations and anything dealing with death and health and all this other. It is an uncomfortable conversation, but it needs to be had because we don't know when our time is up. You know what I'm saying? But you want to be prepared, and you don't want the burdens to fall on your kids or grandkids or anything like that or other family members when that time comes. You know?
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you some real shit, bro. I hated my motherfucking mama for like a whole year straight because when I got shot, she got an extra insurance policy on me. That's how dumb I was when I was a shorty. I thought she wanted me to die.
Nah.
You feel what I'm saying? I was
Yeah.
that fucking slow in the mind that when I found out she got an extra insurance policy, I'm like, damn, you want me to die? I felt some type of way about that shit until
Right.
I grew the fuck up. Like, boy, you was tweaking. Like, she trying to make sure I'm good because I ain't good on my own. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
that's the way we think is black people a lot of times because
Yeah.
Yeah.
um I remember telling this to a close friend of mine. He passed away in my shop. And
Hmm.
Oh
I
wow.
told him I wanted to get insurance on him because he was always with me. You know what I'm saying? I took care of him. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Nah, I'm good and all that shit." But turns out he was a veteran, so the military paid for his funeral. So that was a good thing. And he probably knew that. That's probably why he was on my ass about it. Cause
Yeah.
I thought he was bullshitting.
But Ma, you
Yeah.
also said something earlier that you said that mostly it happens to like black people and stuff like that. That's because I believe mainly white people had them conversations with their kids. You know what I'm saying about life insurance and you know how to invest and do this and do that to take care of money, so they won't be in situations where they're like down and out. You know, you see they
Yeah.
got commercials for spam out here, so you know times are hard.
Right. Right.
Yeah, for sure.
No, but I mean, I seen a famous person. He was like, man, so he balling. He like, man, when I die, throw that shit in the street. He's like, throw
Amazing.
all my. He's like, fuck my kids. They ungrateful. They don't do shit. They think because I'm rich that they rich. He's like, fuck them kids. When I pass away, give it to an organization that's going, you know what I'm saying, actually do it. So, but it's also hard because you feel like you're speaking it into existence too. Like when my grandma sit me down and talk to me about like passing away and shit, I'm like, man, I don't want to hear that shit. You ain't going nowhere. And I know I'm realistically, I know, but it's just certain energy. Sometimes I think I'm bringing around myself talking about the shit, but I don't, it's just like some people go on hospice, so you get to sit down and understand that today you got 17 days left. But like my grandma, she do more than me. When she 86, she be running. She got homegirls. They go on little trips and shit. So I don't even be thinking about it. But it's a difficult conversation to have because it's like you don't want to speak. It's like you feel like you speaking it into existence. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't.
That's just stigma around it. But like Jamal said, the reason he was mad is because you didn't know what emotions to have because you had no breakdown of what this take, what this is, what this means. It's really business for your life and upon your death. And we just don't talk about it. So we be feeling all type of way about it. Which you supposed to feel because it's like, okay, I'm trying to get money when you die. Like what?
Yeah.
So yeah, on his face it just sounds crazy, but yeah, we got just think if we grew up from 5 years old, understanding that all of us will feel different about
But
Yeah, facts. Well, I want to welcome Robin. How you doing, Robin?
what's up, Miss Robin?
I
What's
ain't
going on,
asked
it.
you
Robin?
no intro. How you doing?
Hey y'all, I forgot you called me. You told me about the damn thing just that fast.
You're
Is that
getting
a
Leave
moo?
old
the
and see
hell
now.
alone.
Is
Oh,
that a
look at
moo
the
moo?
baby.
Is that a moo
It's
Oh,
moo or a
annoying.
3XT?
Uh-oh.
look at the baby.
Uh-oh.
It's
That's
All
the
right.
I
Felix.
Well,
like
No,
that.
nobody is talking to you.
I'm gonna play this next clip and we're gonna get into it.
Did you hear about the latest development in Tayana Taylor and Iman Shumpert's divorce case? It's quite a turn of events.
No, I haven't. What happened? Last I heard, she won the settlement and child support case.
Well, apparently she's now been ordered to pay Shumpert $70,000. The judge found her in contempt for violating their divorce judgment.
Wow, that's unexpected. What did she do to violate the judgment?
She posted an Instagram video in March discussing details of the divorce, which was against the terms of their agreement. They're not supposed to disclose specifics of the judgment.
That's a costly mistake. It's a reminder of how complicated these high-profile divorces can be, especially when there are children involved.
Okay, girl.
So I was under the impression that he was the one that started everything because he was like making skits and shit like that. I remember that little time, right? Um, but apparently when she did her interview, she put out more than she was supposed to. And so that violated the terms. What I don't know is, so I got to look more into it though, because I actually just came across that clip about a half hour or two ago. So I didn't really dig deep into it. I just wanted to talk about it. But I'm not sure if that's 70K like uh, a month or 70K for one time. I don't know. What y'all think about that?
It's the
If
70K
it's
to
a
one time
fee,
because we found her in
Yeah,
contempt of court. That's what her
right? It's a fee.
yeah,
Yeah.
she was in
yeah.
and she knew and from my understanding, she knew it. She knew that like if she spoke on the situation that there could be repercussions, but she thought that because her and Iman was so cool, that everything was, cool, that he wouldn't pursue the issue. But he did. And I mean, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. If she wasn't supposed to do that, and that's um, that's what she had to deal with. She shouldn't have made the post.
Hey, Robert, I
Now,
don't
do
think.
you think
Oh,
he did that as a get back though? Like you
I mean,
showing your new nigga all off in my face? Like, man, give
yeah,
my
I think that,
70K.
I
Fuck is
mean,
you
at the
on?
end of the day, men be bitter too. So he might be a little
Man, give me
bitter.
my
He
70K
he
with
fumbled.
your showing off ass.
He fumbled at the end of the day. I mean, at the end of the day, he fumbled. And that little 70K might not be, a whole lot, what I'm saying, for her or whatever. He might go, spend it on whatever he spend it on because it don't mean much to him. But he taking it out his kid's mouth, So I don't know.
How you
I don't
figure
think
he
it's
fumbled?
a
What made
win-win
you
situation at all because her paying him 70K is taken from her children, their children.
what?
Nah,
Did
because
she took from him, came from the children. What
I
about
mean,
She
that?
didn't take, but that's what she was
She take
explaining
from
to
him.
you all. She didn't take anything from him.
She didn't take nothing.
What,
She
she
didn't
just
take
They
got
nothing.
left
what was
with what
hers?
they came. They left with what they came with. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
why she was explaining. That's why the whole video had came into play, because people were on the internet saying like, "Oh, she took all of this and she took all of that," because that's how it was reported. She went on there to clear her name, saying
Mm-hmm.
that, all what she had, she left with. What he had, he left with. What they had, together, they divided. She didn't think it was an issue. So how is now, my name being drugged through the mud? And in her response to that is where the 70K lawsuit came up at, because she shouldn't have responded. I wouldn't have responded. I don't owe no motherfucker no explanation. I wouldn't care what these people say.
But
Right.
anytime you go to court, now they're gonna monitor both of you guys because they got this thing where you can't talk about anything when the court case is in the middle of it,
yeah.
in the middle of the process. Think about it. Like, even if you go to trial, if a jury duty person speak on the case in any way, they get booted out the jury for that case. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And that's because they take those oaths to not do
but
that.
right. But see, that goes for everybody. It's like, this is where talking to, like, she can say, okay, me and
It
him
don't
cool,
go for
where I can talk.
everybody.
She could think me and him cool, and he could think the same thing. Like, Rob, I'm not saying he ain't. He probably is better. Okay, I'm gonna highlight that. But I'm saying on the other side of that, the court case is probably like, okay, well, she said something, and the judgment even came down because she worrying about her name being started, and she ain't supposed to
No, the
talk about.
judgment
So
was down. The judgment was there. The judgment was already in place. Everything was being said, what was put out and all that, but it was being twisted in the media as to like making it seem like she was taking all of his property and his cars, and she got on there to clear up that that was not the case. So it was already out there already. The
no, but I'm
situation was
saying,
out there.
was it a final
They were
judgment?
already
Because
divorced,
sometimes you
and the
can have
terms of the divorce,
not
that's what she was
right.
addressing. She was addressing the terms of the divorce that were put out. And because they put it out there like she had took 10 homes or some exaggerated something from them. And she was just putting it out there that that wasn't true, and she shouldn't have done that, because that was her being in contempt of what she,
Yeah.
said that she
Well,
would not do in court.
and I'm saying this from the perspective of, like, even in my job, we just wrapped up union negotiations with the city, right? And the judge had put out a month ago, hey, it's a gag order, meaning you can't talk about this at all. You know what I'm saying? Because the minute it's made public or in any kind of way, that sways the judgment. So I can see it when it's in the hands of a judge or arbitrator or something like that. That's one thing. If it's a mutual thing and it was just twisted the wrong way among media people looking for clout, that's a whole nother thing too. So I could see it from both ends.
Right.
And
But I
then
That's
mean,
it
what she
could
was.
be a thing where she just didn't give a shit.
Right.
yeah,
Maybe she
right.
cared,
Like I
made
was
it more
thinking,
about her name. That 70K didn't mean shit to her. Like, I'll just pay the fine, whatever, but y'all not gonna drag my name through the mud because that's not
Yeah, it
what the
meant
fuck
more for her.
Look at the
I feel
strong
that's
black independent woman.
No, that's
yeah.
what I feel like. I feel like right now, with the way that people are so overly wanting to cancel culture people and put things on people's names, that these people who are stars and shit like that, they people first. And
Mhm.
and don't nobody want to be lied on and all that. So you're a little more accessible to the world when you become when you get star status, whether you A list, B list, C list, whatever the fuck. You
right.
got people talking about you, and she did not want that out there, because that was not the terms of what they had going on. But also, she should have remembered that you can't stop these people from on the internet saying whatever they want to say.
Exactly.
But you know
Like
what?
you can't stop them from twisting up, the actual facts, because it happens every day. You can
But
be anybody you want to be on the internet. You know what I'm
but
saying?
but you
But
know
it
what?
is people who know you in real life and know that's not the case. So
But
she
you know
shouldn't have got on there being defensive,
you
and
you
that's what cost her that
but
you
$70,000.
you, you know
Robin,
what?
you said that he fumbled her. What, he got caught cheating on her or something?
I
I
mean,
think
I'm just
Tiana
saying
was
he
paying
fumbled her
all the
because
bills
of the divorce.
anyway. She
I'm just
divorced him
saying
because she
that's
was
his whole.
paying
That
all the
at the
bills
end
or
of the
something.
day, that's his family. They have 2 children. They were married. Yes, if she left you, you fumbled her because it's not like she wasn't cheating on him or anything. All she was asking
Nah,
was to be heard. She kept saying, like, I did not feel seen. I did not feel heard. A lot of people say like he acted
that
like he was
wasn't
jealous
it.
of her and things like
What?
that. I don't know. But at the end of the
I got
day,
it.
Is that a
huh?
reason
That
to
wasn't it.
leave though?
I got it.
I know some detail. I know a little bit of details behind that, but
Man,
But
I mean,
hold
she
on,
can keep
even
she
if
herself.
You
but
she
only know what
even
you
fumbled.
heard, just
No,
like I know what I heard.
no,
We don't know
hell
these
no.
motherfucking people. We don't know
But
these
she
Right.
people.
fumbled
So
him.
you know
That
what you
part.
That what
heard, you know
happened.
what I heard. At the end of the day, addressing what you said about me saying that he fumbled her. Yes, that's his whole entire family. So yes,
No,
if you
she
have
fumbled
a
him.
wife and if you have a wife and your children and it ends in divorce because of, you can't do
Robin,
whatever it is, then yes, it's a
Robin,
fumble.
Robin.
Hold on, you
Hold on.
think
Would
Time
you
that
out,
stop
time
dude
out.
she
saying my
with
name?
now
I
is
know my
finna
name.
last?
What is y'all okay? Y'all cool? Why am I
Hold
keep
on.
hearing my name being called?
Let me clear this up real quick.
Shay Boo.
Hey, baby.
She divorced Amon Shepherd. Amon Shepherd was like, okay, I don't want nobody else touching my wife. I'm beyond this point. She wanted to stay in that lifestyle stuff, man, and she didn't want to give
It's
it
the
up.
life she
So
had
so
before
so
him. I'm
so.
not
But
giving
hold
up my
on.
life for you, fool. Is you
Hold on.
crazy?
When you get married, you reach a compromise. And you know what?
You don't
Absolutely.
have to. Your job don't have to be your compromise, bro. She
Yeah,
was
that
who
he
she
did
was
So because
before she
compromise.
married him.
because that's who she was before she met him, how he gonna fumble her when
Make
he
it
set
make
a
sense.
boundary? He set a boundary and said, nah, we don't
Don't
need to be doing
nobody
that no
care
more.
about
But
your.
she don't want
He
to let it
shouldn't
go.
have. He knew she was. He knew she was an act. Up and coming actress. He knew she was definitely a sex symbol. He knew that she was provocative dressing and all that. He knew all of that
Okay,
because he
but
did it
Robin,
with her. All
so
that threesome when they used to have threesomes and all that. She got on the damn internet and said
yeah,
that was
breakfast.
my idea.
All
But
right,
Not
but
okay, but
his.
hold on,
That was her
explain to me
hold
idea.
how
on.
he
So
fumbled her
yes,
though.
you
Hold
can't.
on, hold
Explain to
on.
me
One
how
at a
he
time.
fumbled
One at
I
a
her.
have to
time.
log
One at a
off.
time.
What?
But Robin, let me ask you this: is that worth breaking up your family? Is your profession more important than your children and your family?
if how
Does
I make if how I
Nothing should
make
be
my
more
money
important.
before you offends you, you should have never stopped here. You should have kept going to
he
find somebody who will
he,
stop their career for you because there's
he
nothing going on in his career constantly
no,
that will make
he's
her
worth
stop hers.
he's
That
worth
had
There's
nothing to
three
do
no
with
times.
career
way
though.
that
He's
as
worth
an up
three
and
times
coming
more than her.
actress that you would stop
You're
your
gonna stop
career
your motherfucking
Robin,
because
and then
you
you're
get
gonna
you get
he's worth
married.
three.
You
He's
shouldn't even
worth three
ask that
times more than
of
her.
your significant other.
Yes,
That
you
had
do.
nothing to do with
Absolutely can.
that had nothing to do with professional career
If
or what
you
he did for a living.
if you got a career that's gonna jeopardize our household, rumors, you got to do scenes with dudes, and you got your legs wrapped around a dude in a movie scene, and you got to dress like this on. We got kids. You think
And
them
you knew
kids?
that
You
before
think
you
them?
married her.
But what? Okay,
She
so
didn't have
I knew
kids
that, but
before they got married.
right now I'm asking you to stop
They
though.
didn't have no kids,
So
but she was
Right.
up and coming actress. So you
okay,
know that
cool.
these things are going to
All
are
right, cool.
Right.
possibly
All right, cool.
are
So I
But I
started
don't
possibly
think
out.
it had anything
Look.
to do with
As
that.
a,
I don't think it
as
had
a,
anything to do with that. It was more or less on that personal level with them that had
yes,
the
it
issue. It
didn't.
didn't
I
have
don't
nothing to
even
do
know
with
why y'all
this.
going into the actress thing because that wasn't the reason why
That
they
wasn't
split.
it.
Well, no, you brought that up. I didn't know nothing. I don't. What I'm telling you is, if a man can take care of you tenfold, and the life is not going to change, and I'm asking you to do something, and you talking about money because you got a dream. Look, you got new dreams. You got two dreams in the
But
other room.
Tiana was paying she said she was
She
paying for a lot of stuff. She helped with the down payment. She
helped.
was paying for stuff in their
Help.
Yeah,
marriage. Like
Well,
she
yeah,
was
She
if
who
did
you
she
that.
want to, if
was. Look,
hold on,
it's
let me
not.
say this. Hold on. If you want to work instead of following my leadership, you should pay bills because you're not
Well,
following
if
me.
I
You
was
want to make
my own,
money. So
why do you
what
feel
do you
like?
want to do? You want to make
Why
money
do
just to
why
take
the
care of
fuck do
you, or you
y'all feel
making
like
money for
because a
us?
woman want her own money that y'all can't lead? Like that don't make
Because
no
it ain't
sense.
your money
So
no
she
more.
should
It's
not
No,
have a
it's
our
not
career of
money.
that.
her own
It ain't
because
Here's the
her
because
point.
it's
husband can
not
take
your
care
money
of
no
her.
more. It's
Hold
not
on,
your money
listen.
no more. It's
Here's the
our
problem.
money.
This
That's the
is where it
difference.
is right here, right? If I'm your husband and I'm the breadwinner and I have enough money to provide the lifestyle that you want without you working, right? And
Okay.
you still want to work and make your own money, you're clearly not following my leadership because I want you to be a mother. You don't have to work. You don't have to pay bills. I can still buy you a G-Wagon. I can still buy you a man. I can still buy you everything that you
And when
want.
we break
What do
up,
you
You
want to
where
work
can't
was
get
you,
for?
her,
BG?
Academy. You can't
Where
buy
was
Why do
her
you want to
when
Academy
we
work?
break
Award.
up?
You
Be a
can't buy
When
her
mother.
we
the
break up,
accolades
she
that she seek.
crazy.
You can't buy
I'm
her the
saying,
accolades she seeks. She has
what
to
I'm
work
saying,
in order to get
okay,
those things. You
what,
can't buy her a
okay, listen.
album, a number one hit, or none of. You can't do
Right.
none of that.
I hear
So
what you're
why
saying, but
wouldn't
check
you,
this
as
out.
a man, if you feel like you papered up and can do all this, you should be able to, let her have whatever it is she want to have,
Okay, listen.
and be done with that. It shouldn't be an issue.
Shouldn't
Jamal,
and
I
Okay.
hear what
shouldn't.
you're
It's
saying.
What
not.
I'm
It's
saying
not
is
I
outrageous.
this.
feel like
What
that
I'm
goes along with us. I don't think that applies to the individuals that are in the entertainment industry. That doesn't apply to them.
Well, what I'm saying is this, right? If I'm
Wait,
providing the
Phoebe, what don't
lifestyle for
apply
you,
to them?
right, and you want to pursue your career, I'm not sitting here telling you that a woman shouldn't pursue her career if that's what she wants to do. But what I'm saying is, after you have children, the dynamic of things change. That's all I'm saying. If you wanted to pursue your career, don't be a mother. Just pursue your career. But
Facts.
What?
as a man that can afford to take care of my wife, once she has my children and she becomes my wife, I want her to do mother shit. I don't want her working because I can take care of us.
Facts. I don't need you to do
It's
Why
that.
the
very
fuck
few
would
men.
you
It's
want to work?
very few men that can take care of a woman like she can take care of herself.
We
So
talking about him.
We
He
talking about
can't.
this situation though.
no, no,
He
He
I
can't.
get,
can't.
I get that, but why would she have to give up her career that she had all because she married?
No,
We're
yeah, hold
not.
on, whoa,
I'm
She
whoa, whoa,
not
has
time out.
saying that
children.
she should give up her career because she's married.
He's
I'm
saying because
saying
she
she
has
should have
kids.
gave. She should have thought about this before she had children. Do you understand?
No.
You are a different
You
woman when
saying
you
the
become a
ideal
mother.
Yeah,
man? I mean,
that's
that's
what he
how
You
you
wanted.
are
want
a
Yeah,
men.
that's
different
what he
woman
wanted.
when you become a mother. You are
He
supposed to nurture my children.
right.
Okay?
Okay.
But
This
if
is
you
But
the
you
ain't
can't
bringing in the money
nurture.
to
You
do
can't
that,
be a
then
mom
no.
and be a businesswoman at the same time and have a career. You can't have it all.
Hold on,
no,
whoa,
you
whoa, whoa,
can't
whoa.
No,
have
Y'all,
it
you
but
all.
y'all,
can't.
Why?
y'all
Who
trying
No,
to
you
told?
whoa,
can't.
time out.
Who told women they could have it all? I want to slap them. I want to
Who
Wait,
slap
told us
She
that
them.
we
said you
can't?
can't have
Who
it
wait.
told us
all.
that we can't?
You ain't. I ain't met one yet that had it all. And then
All right,
y'all
so
still chasing the shit.
so hold on,
Name
hold
one.
on.
Hold on. Name one woman that got it all real quick. My bad, big bro. Name one
What's
woman that
having
got
it
it
all?
all.
What about
Having it all
Michelle
is being
Obama?
an
I don't have to
independent.
She
have it
has a
all.
career.
Like I have a career. I'm a mom. I'm a grandmother. Like
You got it all.
so
You got
what?
it all.
I'm happy. I'm fulfilled.
You got to go
So
to work. You got to go to work tomorrow.
by choice,
You ain't got it.
not
That's
by
All
choice.
right, go ahead.
force.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Not
We ain't
by
going nowhere.
force.
Hold
All
on.
right,
So
cool.
you mean to tell me, Tashay,
Mhm.
you would rather choose to go to work if money wasn't an issue, bills wasn't an issue, you would rather choose to go to work than to go on vacation to an exotic island.
I'd be on an exotic island
All right, so
Saturday.
hold on. So hold on. Let me say this real quick.
I would
Every
rather
every
travel than go to work any day.
everybody
That's a
when
no
it come to
brainer.
Tiana Taylor and their
That's a
divorce,
no brainer.
the ladies, you're trying to move the goalposts and make it seem like it's about her career. No, it's about personal shit.
Oh, I
Let
jumped
me
in
no,
and was
she hold on.
responding to what I heard.
I'm just gonna be very blunt. Tiana Taylor like in-house dick and she like to experiment with other dicks and pussies too. Okay,
Okay,
Amara
I
don't
don't
want to
have
put up
that
with that
problem.
shit. This is all personal.
You
Amara don't
He
don't
want to
got
accept
say
that
tired.
you
moment.
don't?
He got
That's all
tired of
it
it.
is.
I don't have that
He got
problem.
tired of it. He got
I don't
No,
have
tired
that
of
but
it. That's
problem.
y'all
what
trying to make
the issue
it
is.
One
like,
man.
okay, y'all trying to interject her career and this is who she was. I'm like, look,
We didn't
ain't
bring
no
up the
point,
career.
ain't no point that he try to stop her shine, right? Now,
Nobody
I
bring
know
up
this
her
one thing.
career.
She was still an aspiring singer and actress when she got with him when he was in the lead and he held everything down and she probably had her little own. But now he on the retirement end, he ain't playing ball no more. He probably doing the podcast thing and
Yeah.
stuff in media and stuff like that. That doesn't bring in as much money
Yeah, he
and
got killed off the
her
ship.
career about to blow up. Now it's a problem. That's that modern day woman shit, man. I'm trying to give y'all some like look at sequence of events, right? That's one thing. The only reason she said something is because she's worried about her image. Now I'm gonna give you a whole nother story where it's like for a woman, I have to be painted a certain way, and I don't care who I stump over. It was the I don't know if y'all seen the David Justice interview. And Halle Berry said, I had an ex that hit me so hard and made me deaf in one ear. Everybody thought it was David Justice and it wasn't him. But she let people believe it was him for the longest time.
Oh, okay.
And it never came out. And he said, and he sat here and said, when I was done with it, he said, yeah, I wish I could get the interview again so y'all could. The man took full accountability for how he said I could have massaged that thing and did and walked away better. But he said when I was done, I was done. He said, and the only thing I feel about it, he said, the only thing I felt disrespected by Halle Berry with was she put that out there, but she never took me out of the equation.
I thought it was
said, no, he
Christopher
didn't
Williams.
Do
I didn't even know it was him.
No, it was Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes. It was Wesley Snipes that did that to her.
But guess what?
I don't even know who that guy is you talking about, Bob.
At that time, the only person that she was associated with being with was David Justice because that was her husband. But she never cleared it up. So when we say women are loyal to their feelings and their image, these are two prime examples right here.
All right, well, we're gonna move on to the next topic, man. We touched on that for a nice little minute, man. So I'm gonna get to the next topic.
I don't know shit.
This ain't got nothing to do with no sweating. We'll move our car.
20,000 positive cases of HIV and AIDS in one city is fucking crazy. The scary part is not the number of the ones we know. It's not the 20,000. It's the people that don't know. It's the other half of that, and then some. It's the people that don't get tested, won't get tested, will never get tested, and that's going to keep passing it on. That's the fucking part. Now, I'm not trying to say leave Atlanta if you live in Atlanta. I'm just saying if you do live in Atlanta and you just out here fucking around, you just out here just like, oh, I'm about to just smash everything walking. You a wild one. You brave than a motherfucker. Cause damn. And those are just the numbers from the last few months. Those are brand new cases. That's not even like, oh, this is from the last 20,000 cases over the last 20 years. No. These are brand new cases. You know what I'm saying? So if you just out here willy-nilly, just jabbing, just you a brave one. You a wild one. It's best to just find one. Y'all go get tested. Y'all be on y'all protection shit. Just be safe, get tested, find you one, and fall in love and disappear. Cause sheesh.
Amazing.
Find you one and be in love.
It really isn't. I got a question for you guys. Have you noticed when they do them stats and saying positive HIV cases and AIDS and stuff, it's always in predominantly black cities. Like the two top ones they saying now is Atlanta and Houston and Atlanta, right?
Chicago too.
No, they don't never say Chicago. Chicago is nowhere in there.
I seen it on Facebook, Chicago.
Oh, but I'm saying those are the Houston and Atlanta. Anywhere that it's pretty much known as a black person city. They always attach that narrative, man. I know they don't ever say it about Florida, and they got new beaches, and I know they going in Florida.
Man,
and
basically
Arizona,
what they
and
say in
California.
Atlanta.
Okay, so what do you think? What do
is,
you think it is? Like, well, obviously, it's. I think it's a huge problem with just relationships in general. Like, it's hard for people to stay together. It seems.
But those the two biggest DL, Houston and Atlanta. It's a lot of
and then you got down low brothers. Then you got people that's in a relationship, and for whatever reason, they don't want to leave a relationship, but they don't want to do right either. And so they sleeping with other people, and that person got somebody. It's bad. But for sure. Yeah, no one's content anymore with just the person that they with, it seems. So
well, you know what it is though. A lot of people
just start investing in toys.
They cool with the hookup culture. A lot of people just wake up one day, they think they can do better. They
can make love. Yeah.
They influenced by the masses and they see things.
But it's like, is they hookup culture and raw? If that's what people
Yeah.
doing
Clearly, they doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Clearly.
like if you, I
if
mean, I
that
want
shit
y'all
is
to
like who
That's
go
be
go
done.
to go to CVS and go to Walmart and see how much them condoms are now. They making them, but ain't nobody buying them, so they got a tax for them. Ain't nobody
Hey,
buying rubbers no
do
more.
you
I don't know where to get them
realize?
free.
Do you realize how easy it is
Yeah.
for that type of shit to spread? Just think of this. Most women want the same type of men, right? So that small pool of men is having sex with all the women,
Yeah.
right? Now, think of this. If one girl is messing with one dude and he got 5 chicks that he hitting and she one of them. If he hitting all them on a regular for a long period of time, chances are he gonna be hitting all 5 of them raw at some point in time, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now you gotta think, out of them 5 girls, at least 3 of them fucking somebody else. You see what I'm saying?
So
And
you
now
don't
Yeah.
believe
that nigga
nobody could be faithful? Clear. So
now
do you believe
listen,
that
that
there could be
nigga
any man could be faithful? Do you believe
Yes.
on it?
Yes.
Any man could be faithful?
Yes.
absolutely,
Hold
hell
on.
yeah.
You trying to make it seem like, hold on, Tasha, you trying to make it seem like relationships.
I'm not making it seem like
No,
I'm
it could be
asking
single
Jamal. I'm
people
asking
just,
Jamal a
it could be
direct
single people
question.
that just want to hook up though.
Do
That's
you
the
think it's
thing.
faithful women out here, and
Yeah,
do you think it's faithful men out here?
I think
hell
it's
yeah,
more faithful men.
absolutely.
It's
I
more
think it's
faithful
way
men than
more
faithful
faithful
women.
men
Oh,
than
shit.
faithful women.
You think?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Way
You
more.
say rewind. You say you think it's more faithful men than women?
Hell yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely,
Absolutely.
What
Yeah.
city? What
absolutely.
city and state is that?
All 50
Every
all
one of
50
Chicago.
them.
states, and
He said all
they
50.
they're
You know
all
what's
50.
so?
You
You
know
You
know
what?
are
what? What's so
lying. The
funny?
truth
These
ain't
niggas,
in
these
you.
hey, look,
You
look,
are
hold
lying.
on,
The
hold on,
truth
hold
ain't
on.
in
I
you.
got
Alright,
you. I
Do you
got
know
you.
how
We
many?
know the
Do you know how many
experience.
married women out in crack? So I
I
don't
got
want to hear nothing about married
yeah.
women just to be most faithful. You know how many married women out in crack in my
Man,
lifetime?
Just because you
look,
married don't mean you faithful. But
look.
No, I
I
said, do you know how
believe
many married women out
It's
in
the
crack?
best chance
obviously
you
some
got.
faithful men out here, but
But
that
hold
don't
on, you
last long.
said
Man,
just because you married, you
every
ain't faithful. That's the best chance you got to get faithful. Like some people have a conscience and be like, "I'm married, I ain't gonna do this no more.
I
I
have a
owe myself."
conscience. Like I'm not a
I
cheater. I've
know that,
never
but
been
man,
a
what I'm
cheater.
telling you is people
most
that
of the
ain't faithful.
women, most of the women that claim they got cheated on had a side nigga anyway. So I don't want to hear
Not
that
true.
lying shit.
Not true.
They want to play
not
victim and
true.
make it seem like,
Not
oh, he
true.
cheated on
Well,
me.
you
You
Jamal, you
had a
happen to
side nigga
know.
yourself,
You personally know my
Not
son's father,
true.
and I didn't have
But
to
man.
do
you,
any kind of cheating
but
on
you
him.
keep,
He did
you
all the
keep,
cheating.
but see,
Blase,
you
blah,
speak from
blase,
your, you
blah.
speak from your
Blah, blah,
experience.
Hey,
Every time we
fellas.
go on here, it be about you. That's what I'm saying. We talking about what's going on in this world. Would you say you unique or you just like every other girl out here?
I
But
think
you
we
know
all are
what though?
unique.
No,
Hey Shay, I'm gonna
hold
give
on. I'm
you.
talking
Hey
about in
Shay,
this.
check this out. Catch these dice real fast, right? I'm gonna tell you why it's less men that cheat and more women because y'all move
Men
off of
say they
one
don't.
thing. Hold on,
I ain't a
listen,
believer no more.
He
listen.
said that
I'm
we
gonna
move
break it
off the
down. I'm
Go
gonna
emotion.
break
ahead, you
it
can
down
talk,
to you
but
We
because
move
it's
off the
one
emotion.
factor that separates us both, and that is called your emotions. Men
Uh-huh.
don't move off emotions.
A
Your
lie.
emotions is
you are
high,
lying. The
low,
truth
A
ain't in you.
lie.
medium.
You
You
are
all over
lying.
the
The truth
place.
ain't in
And
you.
as
A
soon as you
lie.
feel like, soon as you
Tell that to
feel
these
some type
women
of
with these
way,
black
it's gonna be
eyes.
one.
Thank
Somebody
These
you.
Man,
hands up.
women
Tell that
that
to
got their
all the
nope,
throat
girls that
cut.
run
nope.
Jamal,
their
These
ass with
niggas is not
Absolutely
Jamal,
not.
faithful.
Jamal,
Tell that to these
Jamal,
women.
Jamal.
Well, ask them
Jamal,
they
real
body
chill.
count
I
and
got
ask
Men
him.
them how
don't.
many black eyes they had. Because if you want to go there, ask them how many relationships they had and how many black eyes they had. Because if they got 10 relationships and one black eye, trust me, they 9 short.
They
And
what?
and
Well,
when-
that's not here nor there. But
and
there's
on top of
women
No,
that
no,
that,
do
that's
not
women.
real.
deserve to be pew-pewed
That no. What
and
I'm
beat
saying
up,
is them 9
and
dudes
men
control
is
their
working off
emotions.
their
That
emotions. Just
one dude,
leave.
that 10% of the dudes that they dated blacked their eye. That means they controlled their emotions. Because trust me, she didn't just talk to that nigga that blacked her eye like that. She
Hey,
talked to
hold on, hold
all of them
on, hold
like that.
on.
Sometimes you
Hey,
don't even
Them other
so you
nine had
saying it's a
emotional
woman's fault that
intelligence.
her ass
I,
black
I,
now.
I like the way
A
y'all
lie.
tried to move the goalpost right now because it was talking
You can't
about the
move it on
positive
me. That
HIV cases.
motherfucker say
Hold on.
right.
I
Oh,
like
okay,
the
we
way
still
y'all
got
tried to
time.
Yeah,
move the
y'all
We
just
still
goalpost.
went
got the
all off
HIV law.
topic.
Hold on.
Nah, we right
I
here.
like the way y'all tried to move the goalposts a little bit because it's about HIV topics. Now here's some stats for your ass because y'all gonna take accountability on this one.
Okay.
With birth control, I know every woman like it raw at some point in time. So instead of condoms, that's why they go get these UIDs and these Depo shots now. because they want to minimize their chances of getting pregnant,
Boy,
but
you
that has
don't
nothing
even
to
know
do.
what you talking about.
Why
You all
can't
right?
it
It
be?
ain't got nothing to do
Maybe
with
you don't want to
viruses.
have
Hey,
a
look.
period.
All right.
First of all, it's called
Maybe you
an
don't want to have
IUD.
cramps. Maybe you don't want no children. Why
It's
you
an
giving yourself
IUD.
too much
It ain't
credit?
a UED. It's an IUD. First off, let's get that straight.
Well, y'all
And
know
ain't
what I'm
honest
talking
nobody
about,
mistake,
taking
though.
man.
depot
Shut
That
shots
was an
up.
honest
Right.
mistake.
because
Y'all know what I'm
depot
talking
shots.
about.
That is
Cause
an
y'all,
honest
Depot
One at a
shots
mistake.
was
time. One
the
at a
reason
time.
why a
y'all
lot
don't
of
see.
women was losing hair and hormone issues came into play. But a lot of women take birth control and things like that to control their hormones, to regulate their menstrual periods and all that. So what the hell you talking about? Take
No,
accountability for what? Birth control?
Robin,
no. I'm
before birth
gonna give
control,
it to
what
you
was it?
like this though. I'm gonna tell you like
All
this.
right.
Honestly, and y'all can't dispute this,
Y'all
right?
All
be
right.
over here
Y'all
dipping
can't
y'all
dispute
dicks
this.
in
Check
peanut
You
it
know,
out.
butter
hold on,
and then
hold on.
want
Hold
You,
on,
to
hold on,
blame the
first of
hold
all,
on,
woman.
I
Come
ain't been,
on
hold
now.
go
on
ahead,
one
Maul. Go
second.
ahead,
Hold
Maul.
on. Hold on one
Because it's
second,
y'all
right?
fault.
Y'all can't dispute this.
Okay,
When
go
men
ahead.
was
Don't
when
tell me
men
what I
was
can't dispute.
listen, when men was cheating, the STD rate was down. The STD rate went
What?
up when women started fucking like men. That's when the STD rate
Jamal,
went up.
Them
Be honest.
Jamal,
IUDs and them
the
When
depot
women
shots
a
came
started
lot
into
of
fucking
play.
the
like
What are you
men,
talking
the
about?
STDs,
STD rate went
a
out the
lot of
roof.
the STDs come from niggas sticking their dicks in peanut
No,
butter,
it
baby.
comes from
That's where them
y'all.
That's
STD,
why I
and then
said
y'all
the
go home
Booty
DL.
and
bandit.
snuggle
And
up with
y'all
that
Right
be
man.
there.
fucking
That's
them.
right.
That
That's why
right
a lot of
there.
them
And y'all be
STDs
That's not
came
fucking
on
them.
the
from
women.
And
y'all
that,
It's on
breaking
the
them
men.
blood vessels in them
look,
booty holes. Don't come at us with
Dead
that.
ass niggas.
see, and y'all
That
can't
ain't got shit
decipher
to
who
do with
gay and
nothing.
who ain't.
No, it
Y'all be
don't.
fucking
It
these
do that because that's what we
varsity niggas.
saying. Atlanta and Houston is a high population for DL. Them niggas is not telling their girls they DL.
No, they
And
not.
so they spreading it like that. That's why I know that shit. That's why every year Atlanta be top on the list. And
Well,
I'm like, who even fucking somebody in Atlanta and don't think they fucking a nigga though?
You
well,
know
if
the
y'all was
crazy
fucking
part?
y'all husband, y'all wouldn't
That
have
shit is
STDs.
insane.
Okay,
But
so then let me check
So
you
But
you
right
y'all
now.
trying to tell
fucking,
me
Just
you
because you
trying to
have a
tell me these
husband,
it
you
ain't no
can have a
down low
man, boy.
husband and
That
these
don't mean
husbands
he's
ain't
faithful.
Hey,
bringing
Let's
it
y'all
be
gotta
home to
talk
real.
these
one at
slow
a
ass
time.
women sitting
One
up here
at a
talking about some
time.
yeah,
Jesus
pick me.
Christ.
I want a husband. Oh no,
A husband
husband
means
stop no
what? A wife
STD.
means what?
A nasty nigga is a nasty nigga,
That's
whether
no,
he
not.
signed the
I'm
That's
talking
paper
about
and married you or not.
a faithful man is not gonna give you no STD.
Child, where
Correct?
they at?
Right or wrong? We right here. We
I'm
sitting on the
right.
motherfucking
Robin,
panel.
that's what I'm saying. Where the
And y'all
faithful
No.
arguing
man
with
at?
faithful niggas. That's y'all problem now. That's why
Where's
y'all
the
got that itch.
faithful, the real
That's
faithful
why you
man?
got the itch, because you're arguing with niggas that would treat you right and you don't
Nah, we
listen to
we
them.
we ain't
God
got it,
damn it.
but we talking about the ones that do.
in
Well, fuck
Atlanta.
them
And while
niggas.
y'all talking about some
Hey,
motherfucking
and
faithful
we'll,
ass niggas,
and look, Robin,
these niggas out here packing peanut butter and motherfucking going down the
and look,
sled. Ain't
and
nobody
stay,
trying to hear that shit.
and stay
That
away
y'all
from
like
them
that
niggas.
stuff ain't starting
And
with
you
no
want,
women. That
and you
come
gave
from
him your
these
number
overly
last week.
sexualized men that think
I
that
love
they
And
can
him.
have
that nigga got
that
your
booty
number.
hole is
Oh,
turning
peanut
in
butter
their
ass
cootie
nigga.
hole, and that's what they like, and they be too
Think
ashamed to tell a motherfucker. That's all
nigga
that
had a
is.
butter knife and you still
Exactly
gave
what
that
the
nigga the
fuck
You
number.
got
Robin
some
just
females
said.
out here
That's
that's like
exactly what it
spectacles. They
is.
go in
Y'all be
everybody's
like,
mouths
oh,
too. We gonna keep it a
she
buck.
have a baby, oh, her coochie too loose, so y'all go chasing dookie shoots. Ain't nobody trying to
Hey,
hear that.
Ain't
that
no, what? That is not a compare. Nobody does that.
You a
Houston,
A
lie.
yes they
whole
do.
lie.
No, no.
In
Who's a
Atlanta
whole
and
lie
Loose
talking about
Houston,
don't
pussy over
nobody do
tight
that?
yes.
It's
man.
done
That is
every day. That's why
not a
we talking
compare.
about this.
Hey, look, I'll leave both of it alone, goddammit. I'm a monogamous nigga. I didn't learn my lesson. Nigga, it's 2025. Why I want to fuck a bitch that sit on the sink? I ain't never doing that shit.
You say
Never.
Wait,
fuck a bitch
wait,
to do
wait.
what?
What? What?
Sit on the sink. And you ain't ever seen a profile picture with a bitch sitting on the sink with the angle with this shit here?
What
Oh
You
no,
know
do
what?
that got to do?
no.
Okay, what do that got to do with the price milk? Because she
That
sit on the
is
stool.
a thought. That chances are that sink
Okay,
is
so that's like
infested.
me saying
That's a
I'm
thought
not
That is
poll.
an
gonna date a
infested
guy.
sink.
Why would I mess with a guy who got money in his hand or a chain on his neck in his profile picture? That don't
Because
mean that's
that
not the
doesn't
same.
indicate STDs. An
Thank you.
STD will be a thought
You a
sitting on a
damn
Some of
sink.
the ratchet bitch, some of the ratchet
indicate
chicks be the cleanest ones.
street
That's y'all
nigga.
problem. That's y'all problem. Some of the
Oh, okay.
ratchet ones be the cleanest ones.
Some. You said some, but you think I'm
Yeah,
finna chase a
we
bitch
can't.
that
We
sit on the
can't.
street?
Ain't none of this 100%. Ain't no conversation we finna
You
have
know,
100%
Yeah,
of the
hey,
We
people.
going with
the
probability.
hey,
cleanest
hold on.
ones
You
are
know,
the heavies. Goddammit,
Ain't
you
none
know
of these
that.
this
conversations
shit is
100%
so
of the
crazy,
people.
right?
You can agree.
No, you just sat there and tried to call men homosexuals, but you trying to take up for nasty hoes.
Slut.
Who is me?
Like, I don't get that.
I'll be right
Like,
back.
you can't have it both ways.
I
I
meant
ain't
it.
said
I meant
nothing
it.
to
I meant
nasty
it.
hoe. I said
You literally
he
trying to make
said a
excuses.
lot of
Talking
these
about now
ratchet women,
the thoughts be
ratchet
the
women
clean
are
ones.
clean, Jamal, and that's just the
Man,
truth. They know
fucking
they
amazing.
know that they use that motherfucking cooter. They use that cooter as a cash register, so they keep it clean. A lot of these little raunchy girls ain't nasty.
Shit, you act like
The
you
ones
had
that
something
look
before.
nasty don't be nasty.
We gotta,
So,
we got,
How
we
the
got.
hell
So
you
we
but a
just
know?
talked
man that
about girl
stick
math.
it,
I want
but
to
a
see how this
man
shit
that
add up.
stick his,
I
a man that
got to
stick his
too.
pole in that dookie shoot is gonna always be a
Okay,
faggot.
we gonna talk about something else, man. Okay,
I want to know
Let
about
me
the
ask
females
Robin
that be
one
linking up with
go
question.
other
ahead.
females. I want to go on outside
Robin.
now.
Wait, hold on. But Robin, how do you know the ratchet girls that use that coochie? How are you like saying you know that?
What you
Cause she
mean
had
saying I
some
know what?
before.
That the ratchet girls got clean coochie.
I said all ratchet girls ain't nasty.
But
But
how
how
you
I
do
said
you
they
know that?
know?
all ain't nasty. All of them. He
But
said
how do you
something about
know?
a girl.
You
He
got
said
some
something
ratchet
about a girl
friends?
sitting on the sink with her leg up and all that, and he said ratchet girl. I said all ratchet girls ain't nasty, and they ain't.
How
But
you
But
know?
how
okay,
you
just because
know
you sit
that?
on the sink don't mean
Because
that.
I know ratchet girls. I'm a whole hairstylist. I done had a whole lot of them sit in my chair before, and all of them ain't nasty. Very
See,
clean.
Um, I
Robin
don't know what
Oh,
that
know.
means. That mean they can
You
eat that
trying to feed
y'all
your
don't
damn
know.
coochie.
Oh,
clientele. I
y'all
see
think
what's up. That's cool.
just because a woman dressed a certain way, she got to
Hey,
be
you know
nasty? I'm
what?
confused. What y'all confused about? Where you confused at? What do I need
Okay,
to
so
help
let
y'all
me
This
clear
where
up?
I'm confused at right here
right.
because I
Okay,
don't
I was
know
gonna
if
say.
if you remember right. I think it
Mm-hmm.
was I think it may have been our first podcast we did,
Yep.
all me, you, and Robin together, right?
Yep.
She said she don't know no ratchet bitches. She
I
said
did
all
say
her
I don't know
friends.
no ratchet
She
bitches.
Maul.
said
I
I
said
all
was
I
her
up here
did not
thinking the
know.
friends are
same
Hold
standard
thing.
on,
girls.
hold
That's what
on.
she
See, Jamal,
said.
see, that's what I don't be liking. I don't like when you try. Don't lie, motherfucker. Don't lie on
That's
me.
what you
I
said.
said, well,
It's
I
on
said I
tape.
didn't know the type of person, the type of women that y'all was talking about. Now, when y'all say ratchet as far as what he was talking about, the way the women dress and all that type of stuff, that don't mean you nasty just because you dress provocative.
That's
It's
what
the
we
same
call
woman that sit in
ratchet.
your chair, Robbie. What you talking about?
Well, I guess that might
What
be
you say?
wholesome, but you
It's the
dress like
same
a
woman that
thought,
sit in your
maybe.
chair. That's what we talking about.
No,
What
it's
the
not.
fuck?
All right.
If you don't
No,
dress
it's
like you
not.
ladies on the
Why
panel,
do
I ain't
y'all
got
act
nothing to
like?
do
Why
with
do
you. Except
y'all act
Phoebe.
like just
Phoebe got
because
some
you see
things.
one woman? Why you act like you see one woman? Y'all bottle them up and put them all in one bucket like they
We
all the
don't.
same.
We
Because all
judge you
three of
off
us
No,
of
have
I
fucked
do.
what you
around with
show
some ratchet
us.
It is
What
chicks,
we
so
show
women.
we know that we know the traits.
It's women who go into the strip clubs and dance and don't do nothing whorish.
And how
They
many
go.
how
It's
many?
women. It's
If it's
women
four
that go
if
into
it's
strip clubs strictly
Man,
for what they
if,
want to
if,
do.
They
if
just
And
Robin,
quiet
that
about
if
it.
is
They
to
get
Robin,
get
their
the
extra
money.
if
funds.
it's
That's all.
14
You
I'm just
don't
strippers
have
that's
to
the
in
you
nicest way
don't
I
have
can
to
say
be
it.
a hoe just to be a stripper.
no.
let's say it's
Every
14
You
stripper
of
don't have to
them
be
got
in
a
you
there.
price.
don't have to be promiscuous person just because you dress a certain way.
Robin,
Okay,
they post a lie to you. You they friend.
right. Hey, look,
I
Robin,
am not
you
your don't call me your friend. You don't need first of all, I'm not here to judge nobody. So you ain't gotta
You
lie to me.
stripper, you
I don't
got a
and I
you
ain't
can
price.
your
just
friend. I'm very clear about me not I provide a service, so I'm not your friend. Just because you talk to me don't mean you're friends. I don't know none of y'all.
okay.
I ain't y'all damn friend. I just know y'all from this podcast. So let's be clear
Right.
with that.
Fucking
So
Well,
with
just
Robin,
because I said I don't know a certain something or I don't know a certain type of person that you all were talking about, don't mean that I don't know anybody that behaves in a certain manner. Just the ones that y'all was talking about. I didn't know those, the ones that you all were talking about, but I know young ladies that go out here and be looking like, oh my girl, that's wild. But they're not nasty women. They're very clean women.
out of 10, how
Wait,
many of them is like
hold
that?
on. Wait,
I'm not
Robin, when
counting
you
this
say
a 10, 9, 8, and 7, 6,
Robin,
7, and 4.
when you say
so
very clean, you mean like body hygiene or the way they take care of their vagina, and how would you know that?
I
How do
don't
you
know
know?
nothing about a woman's vagina, baby. I ain't said nothing to a
So what
woman's
is you
vagina.
talking
I'm just
about?
saying being clean. I'm not checking nobody pussy but my own.
You
I
can
how
don't
see
know
you
a
So
nothing
know?
clean
about the
that's what we
vagina.
cleanliness of
talking about.
nobody
You
else's
can
pussy. All
you
I'm
can
saying is just because you put on something provocative or you look a certain way of what they calling ratchet, because ratchet is just not about pussy. So just because you look a certain way, and somebody will say you ratchet, don't mean that you're dirty.
No.
It
Never
is
You can
women.
said
be.
you was dirty.
It's
We got
women who
clean.
are
It's
very
clean.
clean
Look,
women
yes,
that
it's
don't
Never
clean
said
sluts
you was
out
that.
here.
dirty.
It's a bunch of
Okay,
clean
wait.
sluts
When
out
you
here.
say dirty,
They
do
don't
you mean
stink.
like hygiene or you mean STD, HIV?
I mean, I'm confused as to what do you mean why to
How
the
they
extreme?
smell or how they
Because
run
we
their
talking
vagina.
about HIV, and then he was
No,
saying the
he was just
ratchetness.
saying. I wasn't talking about the HIV. Y'all been stopped talking about HIV.
Oh,
Let's
you
be clear
talking
with
about
that.
they smell
Y'all
good.
been pivoted from the HIV conversation.
I'm
So
still on it.
let's not take let's not take what I'm saying and go back to HIV, because we were not on HIV when I said that. We were talking about what looks a certain way. He said a woman that looks a certain way on her profile with her ass up in the air and all that and being ratchet. I
Yeah.
said ratchet does not mean that you're a dirty person or that you're a not clean person, whether that's hygiene or STD or whatever the case is. These motherfuckers are probably walking around here looking every day, going on Wall Street with an STD. How the fuck do we know? But I'm not policing pussy, so I don't even understand the question.
Well, that's the conversation. So we are going to police pussy at this moment
I'm
because
not.
I am. I'm just letting you know. If you
I mean,
present
y'all just
yourself
police
like a
dick, so
thought,
I mean,
then I'm gonna even if
Well,
you
I don't
dress
think just
if
because
you
you
dress
ratchet,
like
you're
a
a nasty
if
person. That's why I
look,
don't think that.
no, I think you are a nasty
Ratchet is a
person because you don't
mindset.
That's your
but you
opinion. That's
because you
everybody. We
Hold on,
all
but
Robin.
speaking
Let
our
him
that's
speak.
opinion.
most
Hold on,
people
Robin.
though.
Let him speak. Go ahead.
Yeah, most people that if they looking at you and you got your ass cheeks hanging out, and that's how you walk around every day. You at Walmart, you at Pump 8, you at the grocery store, and your ass is hanging
Okay.
out.
Hey,
You at
this nigga
all
said,
these places with your ass and your cleavage all the way showing. I'm not gonna be like, oh, that, you know what? That's somebody that I would introduce to my homeboy because he's looking to get married. Fuck that. I'm telling you like this. If you present yourself and conduct yourself the way you speak, the way you ain't got tattoos all on your damn jaw, and you conduct yourself like a lady and you speak nice and you know what I'm saying, you ain't walking and looking for attention all the goddamn time, you might have HIV. But I would almost bank on the fact that if you got your ass cheeks out, that you probably got HIV more than she do.
Oh
Not like
my
more
Jesus.
HIV, more AIDS, but I'm saying like you have a higher chance of having a STD because of the attention you're seeking. You're attention seeking dick. You are a dick chaser. Cause
I mean,
you ain't got
it's
your
kids
ass
who
out to
have
meet a nigga that can
it's
read
kids who
good.
are it's people out here who are fully dressed, who have been violated, that have HIV, who don't look
Yes,
nothing like ratchet or anything
you
like that.
are
So
absolutely correct.
the conversation is the conversation is very shallow when you
But
take
you
it to
can't
what
but you
somebody
can't
dresses like.
I feel like
well
being ratchet is a
It's a
mindset.
lot bigger conversation than what somebody dresses like
well, I
I
know
feel
and
like
every
what
chick
they
I
look
ratchet
done
like.
dealt
is
with
a
that had a
mindset.
tramp
Because
stamp got a dirty
it's
ass house.
people who, if you go to that National AIDS Foundation page on uh you could just Google it. It's just normal everyday people with AIDS. They don't look a certain way, but they have contracted HIV through
right.
needles and sex and all type of stuff. So I mean the conversation is really too broad to dumb it down to what somebody looks like or what you feel like they act like or anything like that. I think that makes it really shallow. And
Right.
yeah, I'll exit
I
that
agree.
at that
You
point.
you know what,
I don't
Robin?
look at how a person is dressed to say that they're ratchet. I feel like being ratchet is a mindset.
It
It's from
is
the way you carry
just
yourself,
like
from how you
ghetto.
dress,
Like
how
bro,
you talk,
I'm
and
gonna
all
be
of that
honest
other
with
kind of stuff.
you. You got
Some people just like some women like showing off their bodies. They don't have the mental capacity to sit down and have a conversation with you. So they don't spend their money, they don't got their bodies done, or if they fortunate enough to be born with a Coke bottle shape, in order for them to get the attention, that's the only way they know how to get it. Now that don't mean they nasty. They
Right.
can take
Okay.
care
Okay,
of
So
no.
themselves
that's
straight.
you as a woman.
Okay.
That's how
I got a
you view
question. I
things.
got a
That
question, Jamal.
hold on. You as a woman, that's how you view things. Let me tell you how men view things. If we see
And,
a woman,
and
if we see
society.
We just
no,
heard it.
I'm telling you, men view it like this. If we go
The
some,
way men view
hold
things
on.
in society is not
Hold on,
equivalent.
man. Would you listen, please? Jesus Christ, please listen. All I'm
Don't
saying is
call on
this:
Jesus.
when we see a woman that has her ass out or she dressed in a sexual manner, right off the back, we thinking sex, no more, nothing less. That's it.
Oh
That's
God.
all. You might be a quality, high quality woman. You might be God fearing. You might be all that. But the fact that you have on whole attire, a man has already made his mind up just like that. And it's just going to be a piece of meat and it's never going to go no farther. Why do you think ain't nobody keeping relationships? Look at what you see. All the women that dress like hoes can't keep a man. So why are y'all following the trend? It's not working.
I ain't
It's,
Are
following.
you blind?
I'm not disagreeing with you on that. And what I literally just said was they do not have the mental capacity to actually function normally. So that's the only way they know how to get in any type of, I don't want to say relationship, but have any type of attention is to just flaunt their bodies.
Ain't no
A
That's
way.
all
man,
they
a
know how to
man
do.
will a man will do two things, right? When you dress like a lady, he'll approach you a certain way and he'll treat you a certain way.
That is true.
Okay?
Okay.
When
That is
you
Okay.
dress like a hoe, you gonna get the same routine all the hoes before you got.
Right.
And
okay.
it's just
I
that
can agree
simple.
with that
Hey,
one.
hey, ladies, I got a question for you.
We're
I
not,
got
Y'all
we're
a,
not
still a
arguing
dog,
with
a
that.
full dress woman, the same way y'all dog a woman out here
No,
showing
that
cleavage and
no,
ass.
hey,
Y'all
ladies,
absolutely.
do
ladies,
the
I got,
same shit.
Absolutely. But
I
guess
got a
what?
question for the ladies.
If that's the
Guess
type of
why
nigga
though?
he is, then
Come on,
that's the type
Lamar.
of that's what he gonna give you. He gonna give you
You know why,
what he knows
Robin?
to give you. You ain't
Okay.
turning into a gentleman because she has on a polo shirt and
Yes,
slacks.
you
I'm gonna be a
do.
gentleman.
Hey,
Yes,
hey,
No,
hey,
you
motherfucker, you
do.
gonna
Look,
be the
I'm gonna
And
tell
guess
same
you,
what?
I'm
body
gonna
you
tell you
is.
what the problem
Roger.
is.
ladies,
The
I
problem
have a,
is not that. The problem is this: the women that are good women and the women that are hoes all want the same man. So of
Not
course
true.
he ain't gonna be shit.
Not true.
hey, ladies, I got a question for you. Have you ever came across a man that you was very attracted to physically up until he opened up his mouth and then it was
Oh,
like the attraction
absolutely.
faded?
Absolutely.
great example.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
know where you're going. They didn't even know they
Absolutely.
fell into the trap when you said
Red
Absolutely.
pill, finish it off for me, man.
Yeah.
that.
Finish
It
it off
goes
for
you
me.
both
you
ways.
didn't
I
you,
mean,
you
Ain't
saw
nobody got
you
time for that damn
you
woman
saw
bashing
what
stuff
you
today,
liked
Rob.
and then you found out that damn I've been duped.
Y'all do the
No,
same
no,
shit.
hold on. Hey,
Y'all
guess
get
what?
these
But
wholesome
guess what?
women and
so
When
thinking,
y'all
oh
say,
yeah, I found that
You a
one
lie.
until she run
here's the
your ass
point.
in the ground and take all your money and you be like, oh, I thought this hoe was different. No, she was just a fully clothed hoe because y'all
so,
Ah.
don't look past, y'all
no, no.
can't look past the
This,
outfit. Y'all
this is
can't
where
look past the
We'll take
outfit.
Yeah,
our
Y'all be worried
chances
about,
with a
Robin,
lady.
oh,
Here's
she
the
Robin.
got
point,
on a
Please
guys.
don't ever
turtleneck.
do this.
She must be
that's gonna be
wholesome.
a big butt
She
nigga
has
Robin,
now,
on a
Roger.
turtleneck. She has
Robin.
on a full. I can't see her toes. She must be wholesome.
Could,
No, she a
Oh
hoe
hell no.
too.
I don't trust no
could you
damn
please,
turtleneck. That's a
could
hickey
you please let
hider.
me finish
It
my
ain't
point
what
real
Them
you
no
quick?
do, it's
damn
how you
hickey
do
hider.
it.
That's a hickey
My
hider.
point is
Sorry, go
whether
ahead.
you're a man or a woman, in the beginning, if we're attracted to you, we have a nostalgic moment and a fantasy about you where we can see you in a serious light up until you say or do some fucked up shit. And
Yeah.
We
then we
feel
put
the
Ain't
you
no
same
inside
way,
the
fucked
Ray.
box.
up.
We feel the same way. What is you
No,
I
talking
can
no,
about?
see
no.
you as the most
I
perfect
said whether
gentleman in the
you're a
world
man
up
or
until
a
you do some
woman.
shit.
I
So
said
it
what you
goes
say
both
whether you're a
ways,
man
Rob.
or a
It
woman.
goes both ways.
This is where we have more in common than you want to give us credit for. You know what I'm saying? We
Okay,
all have it.
yes, I'll agree with you on that. But just know that that definitely goes two ways. You could be the perfect gentleman and just the best man ever, and you go and do something, and I'm not gonna say you the scum of the earth, but the way it's microwave love these days, you got to be realistic by saying that. We talking about HIV, we
Uh-huh.
talking about, so nobody really has patience for that. Not men, not women.
That's why men crave home cooked meals. Don't put my shit in the microwave. Shit, put some time in my shit. God damn it!
Right.
And the way
Women,
I
But
want
I
my
women
gotta
meal
crave
sound
I
like a
Real
do
man know how
too.
to
what
relationship.
the
cook for
hell
his
you
I
damn
talking
gotta
self
about?
and ain't
admit
sitting
though.
around waiting on no damn woman.
I
I got
gotta
my
admit
phone, so
though.
I'm
If a
about to check
woman,
out,
if a
y'all.
woman, if a woman, just like a man, I ain't lying, I be making judgments. If I go out and I'm dressed to go out and I see do-rags, sagging pants, bonnets, pajama pants, I'm leaving.
A
I'm
nigga
not
with a
standing.
I
bonnet.
know
Y'all
that's
do the
I
right.
don't care
same
who
shit.
good. I'm
Girl,
Exactly.
leaving. So I
Y'all do
do
the
be
same
like,
shit.
nah, I'm
Oh,
good.
that's
You feel
Nah,
me?
if they came out the house
that's
like
how I feel
that,
about
ain't no
skinny
telling
jeans.
what they
If
gonna.
you got
They
skinny
ain't got
jeans,
respect for themselves enough for me to think if something go on, they
yeah,
gonna have
well,
the
your
respect
pants
enough for
is
themselves to
down.
stop.
If
if
all
a
you
girl
got, if all your outfits is a white tee, yeah.
well
I ain't
if you
doing
can
it.
roll if any woman can roll a backwood with one hand, she got AIDS. I'm just gonna let y'all know that right now.
Oh,
I
I
did a
wouldn't
whole
know about
study on
that
that.
because I don't
Red
roll
pill just
nothing.
making shit up.
Nah, that's a
Okay,
study. I
so
did a
hold on, let me
study.
do. So if a woman could roll a backwood, she got AIDS
Backwood specifically.
He
If she
said with
roll a
one
Philly,
hand.
with
With
one hand.
one
Oh,
hand.
I
yeah,
don't even know none of them.
yeah, that bitch
Yeah, nah, he
is
funny as hell.
If she got a tramp stamp, she
Hell
got to go
no.
get tested
Now
before
I
we
ain't
drop
never
her
heard
line.
it.
run,
Now that right there, I ain't never heard no shit like that,
run.
bro.
Yeah, I don't know
Okay,
about
okay,
that one.
y'all. So we gonna get into the last
Yeah,
topic of the
next,
night.
yeah, something else, cause this is
Yeah, we
no.
gonna get into the last topic of the night.
Okay, let me
So
ask the question before Jamal. Let me ask the question. Let me ask the
yeah,
question before we get into this. This is for
go ahead.
all the men because I heard a guy say this today, and I just want to know is it true? Is there a such thing as a woman having a BBL smell if she has a BBL? Is it a difference
Yes,
between
It's a
a
queef.
regular
yes.
woman?
I'm calling for
Oh, hold on, people,
I
you gonna
haven't
answer too?
It
experienced it
smell
yet.
like burnt plastic. Keep going. Anything else you
Yeah,
want to know?
I haven't experienced that yet.
It smell
Okay,
like burnt plastic. Keep going. Does that answer the question?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Wait,
I
what?
didn't think. I mean, I don't know. I really was shocked by the guy saying that. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to ask some guys
I ain't
one
never heard
day.
no man. I ain't never heard no man say no BBL stink.
I have.
Yeah.
So bar. So is it
On the internet.
a natural? Is it a natural scent off of them, or is this after y'all start getting into y'all little things when you start
Is
smelling?
it
Because
like
is it
at the
like it's
beginning
like
or
the
at
Cause it
sweat?
might be
Is
our
it
Put it
pHs
like
don't agree
put it
with each
like
other.
this. Put it like this. It's not about how long I've been with her, but if you can start smelling like the discharge smell, aroma and shit, she done had it in for a while. You know what I'm saying? She ain't went and had that motherfucker inspected
Touched
in
up.
a while. You know what I'm
She had to
saying?
get touched up.
so
Yeah,
it's a natural scent that they have?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's different from a woman who don't have a
What
BBL.
kind of
Yeah.
inspection? Tell me this. Vaughn. What kind of inspection does she need to have? Tell me that.
She,
What kind of
Probably
inspection would
soap and
she
water,
need?
you,
probably.
hey,
No,
hey, hey.
I want to know from him. What kind of inspection would she need?
Put it like this: it's similar to tuning up your car. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker
No,
start
I want to
misfiring
know.
and shit if you
I
don't change
want to
your spark
know
plugs and
what
shit.
kind of
It's similar to
inspection
that.
would the woman need?
Your
She
oil,
ain't no motherfucking
it's
vehicle.
like changing your
We
oil. You
don't
know what
got
I'm saying? The shit
carburetors
gets
around this
sticky and
motherfucker.
starts
What
smelling all
kind
burnt
of
shit.
inspection would she need?
Go
A
back to
oil
the doctor,
change.
goddamn it.
This
Shit,
is
get
what
that.
you do.
Open up
You
them
get
stitches, make sure that motherfucker's still in
yeah,
place.
get
She
you
need
like
an oil
get you a
change. That's what she
yeah,
need.
get
You
you
think a woman get a BBL and not having her back blown out?
hold on, get you what you
I
gotta
wouldn't know.
do
I
is
don't got no BBL.
you have to have
I
her
don't need.
stand up and sit down 3 times on a firm surface. Like
But
stand up,
I
BBL,
was
stand up,
I
thinking
can
this
help
was
stand
that.
up,
like a
stand up.
So
sweat.
I
Wait,
can
this
answer
channel a little
that.
shallow. That's I'm gonna call it what it
Hold
is.
on,
That's a
hold
little
on,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
tell
shallow.
y'all and
Hey, how often
healthcare.
how
No,
often you supposed to
wait,
change
hold
your
on.
tires?
Let me just say that a BBL is a cosmetic surgery, right? With
Yeah.
any cosmetic surgery, you should have up to 6 months of follow up because your body can reject the surgery, and when it does that, you don't know if it's blood infection. You don't know if it's like the flesh eating itself. You don't know if
Smell like
you
pennies.
got a fever, you can't shake. You might start bruising. Your lymphatic drainage might be backing up,
Yo,
making you
said it
look
what?
swollen all the time. So it's a
Oh.
lot of reasons why you have to do that, and they do it for 6 months. And BBL is the second most dangerous surgery to cosmetic surgery to have.
And,
So they supposed to do like lymphatic drain, like it's a
Yeah.
whole care after that. That's why really that surgery supposed to be with celebrities because it's so expensive
hey,
to
Vita,
get all that care after that for 6 months.
hey Vita, let me expound on that a little bit. And this is a question for everybody. Name me one synthetic body part you have in your body the day you was born.
Since you was
Huh?
born,
What?
Name me one synthetic body part that or object that you have in your body on the day you was born.
None. You born with everything
none.
So
original.
with a BBL, that's something synthetic in your body that's not supposed to be there.
It ain't.
No, I thought BBLs was they taking your fat a fat transfer or something. They take your fat from
No,
one
no,
spot and
no,
put it in
no.
another.
No,
No,
not
that's
it
not
is.
it.
That's
It
the
is.
butt.
It
That's
is.
the
So what's
It's more than
synthetic
one type
about
of
your fat?
BBL.
Taking fat from your belly and your back and putting it in
It's
your
a
booty.
it's a
What
it's a
that's
it's
Yeah,
it's a
synthetic?
no,
difference
it is.
between
But it is.
BBL and fat transfer.
That's the cheapest one is the fat transfer. I mean, the most dangerous one is the fat transfer. But even though fat was collected on your back, your stomach, your thigh, it don't mean
kickback.
your it's like your body a computer. It's not coded for your ass and it still could reject it. That's why
Yeah.
them girls still like
Dang, that part.
get
Yeah, I get that
amputations.
part.
You
But What's the difference between the
My
fat transfer and
phone,
the
my
BBL?
phone
I
is
thought it was the
dying,
same
Well,
y'all.
thing.
Because you
B,
can get blood shots,
Sanitizer.
All
you
right,
can
y'all.
get
We
Sanitizer.
getting
implants.
carried away on the BBL shit, man. We got to
Sorry,
Well,
go on
hell,
to the
I
sorry.
next
don't
topic,
know. So
man.
I'm trying to learn
They
something.
love
Maybe
Man,
I'm trying to
sanitizer.
learn something. Somebody
y'all
needed to
gonna have
help
to
me
use
out.
Google. Goddamn it, we going to the next topic, man.
Google.
What you say?
Next topic, y'all.
We'll
You
move our car, whatever car we need, so they can get the space. Just let's get the park. So now oh no, we can't do that. No, you just gotta find somewhere else to park. Who the fuck is you talking to? You feel me? Like, who the fuck is you talking to for real? Even talking like that? Like, that be the shit, and that's what make a motherfucker be wanting to get into it with y'all, cause y'all ain't got no respect. What's up, bro? What's up? Hell no.
they calling them now, bro.
Man, this is an unfortunate situation, man. Before we start, I just want to say condolences to that man and his family and his friends, man, because I know some of them probably gonna see this video, and I want to show all due respect to all of them before we get started. He was a guy from out west. We was in the same circles. I never met him personally, but obviously I stay in loops, and I ain't heard nothing but good things about dude. They say he was he was a player, stayed out the way. You know what I'm saying? Obviously it's unfortunate that he lost his life on live. So I got another clip with his brother responding to the situation, but I want to talk about this unfortunate situation first. He was on Madison over there by the Licking in the parking lot somewhere. So what I understand, I guess they was hustling or something over there. Um, and I guess he felt comfortable over there. A lot of OGs and shit, my age, we've been around a long time before all this new shit going on. So I think a lot of us feel comfortable where we from and where we've been all this time. And we don't realize that times done changed. And you just can't be out here lacking like that in public. You know what I'm saying? Like I
okay,
said,
Jamal?
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm finna go because that's triggering to me because my brother was murdered just a year ago and I can't speak on situations like this. So
Right.
I'm gonna let y'all have this and I'm gonna go. Cause yeah, I can't do that. So uh,
Understood.
yeah, I'm gonna let
Our
y'all
condolences, Robin, for your
I'm gonna
brother.
let y'all
Yeah, condolences.
I'm gonna let y'all go because this is a very triggering subject for me. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna check out. I'll see y'all next
Okay.
time.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So, but condolences to Tug, man. Wow, got to be more careful. But man, it's like it's the way like, it's going from out west to being the wild west now, man. With situations like that,
I mean, you shouldn't.
I think more or less, man, niggas our age got to be careful, man, and just stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? From what I understand, he was. So I saw the whole video. I actually watched it a few times, man, because I was listening for the background and shit. Like I was on my Facebook police type shit. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And so he basically was talking about the clubs, how the owners be getting over on motherfuckers and shit like that, and how expensive it is to go to clubs and shit like that, man. And ultimately, I think he got from what I see and from what I understand from what I saw is that it was some people around him that he was comfortable around. That's why he was, because I was thinking like, damn, he was lacking like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then once I after his brother came out, you know, cleared the air because his brother saw the tapes. I'm gonna play that clip in a second, but obviously his brother saw the tapes and he made a video, and I'm like, damn, so that's why he felt comfortable like that because he probably had niggas around him that's supposed to been protecting him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that shit was crazy as hell, man.
That shit. Hey, do y'all remember when Twister was talking about how he had got set up in Chicago?
Yeah.
Twister.
Yeah, when he was
Mm-hmm.
saying he was like the nigga ran up on him, like he was around people he knew, and they set him up, and then the dude ran up on him and was like, "Nigga, I can't rob Twister." Like the dude broke bread, but then Twister was like, "Oh, these niggas set me up." Like he didn't even, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy too, cause you looking in this broad daylight, literally. It's on some New
Yeah.
Jack City shit. Like, damn, boy,
That's
these
how
niggas,
Chicago is, bro. Chicago cutthroat
wow.
like a motherfucker, man. Chicago is super cutthroat, man.
You
And
know what? I think no matter where you go, I go outside Chicago. When people get their stuff together and move a certain way, it's not the strange people that you don't know. You got to watch out. It's the
Don't
people
went this
closest
side.
to you. You got to watch out because
Yeah,
them the ones that be low key plotting on you.
right. Them niggas that got me.
So yeah, I was gonna say, my house, well, not my house where I live at now, my apartment got, it's gonna come full circle, got broken into twice. I had money in the house, you know, I make a okay penny. I had some nice pieces of jewelry.
Hmm.
And by the time my neighbors called me and told me what was going on and the police was here, when I tell you my house was not torn up, but it was certain drawers, it was certain things. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So this is somebody that
That
between
new.
myself and
Yeah.
my partner that's been in our house and kind of knew where some
What
things
was
were.
up?
Now the bedroom was where it got tricky because they didn't know, but it was like they kind of ramshack, like they was looking for certain things. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So now I'm at this point now. It to me it's pointless. Yes, I see nice pieces of jewelry and things like that I want, but I have this mindset now. I'm not even gonna waste my money on it because I work hard
Hmm.
for every penny that I get. I work hard for it. Jamal keep bringing it up. I work in the funeral industry. I work hard for my goddamn money, and it's the fact that some nigga think that they could just come up and demand my shit
Yeah.
because you can't go get your own. You gonna demand mine, and then you gonna kill me over it. I don't even want to put the shit on. I do
yeah,
not
man,
want to put the
and
shit
they
on
told,
at
and that's
all.
what they
This
told
is
him. They told him,
cosmetic jewelry. This all cosmetic jewelry. I'm not doing that. If it's a certain event that I'm going to that would require that, I might have one or two pieces that I still kind of have, but I'm not gonna be outside flashing out. I'm telling y'all now, hey, look here, ain't none of this shit real. Don't come for me because you're wasting your
yeah,
time.
they
Don't take my life
they
over
definitely
again.
told him to
That's
give him the
crazy.
chain, man, and he was like, hell
Right,
no.
right.
Hmm.
No,
It looked
I
like
would
he
have just
got
gave
out the
it up.
car and tried to wrestle with him or some shit. That what it
Yeah,
I
the
looked
would
way
have
like.
he
just
was
gave it
doing it.
up. I
Yeah.
would have gave it up. You can get another chain, like oh my god. But I
Yes,
mean,
man.
I hate to speak on situations like this because we can sit here and say what we would do in those situations, but when you're in that situation, you really don't know how you're gonna react. I think that's very unfortunate that he lost his life. But my thing is, then I know some people want to wear their shit. I wouldn't do it over here, and that's around the corner from my house. You wouldn't. Oh my God, you would not catch me on Madison Street. First off,
You know what?
Thank
See,
not
you.
catch me
see,
on
And
Madison
we
Street.
from the West Side.
And
I'm like,
I'm
who
not
gonna be
gonna go
on
on Madison
Madison?
Street with all that shit on. I'm just not doing that. I don't know. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry that happened
hey,
to him, but that part
hey,
messes me up.
hey,
If it was
PD.
real or not real, it's the fact that it's his. And it's the fact that somebody feel like they got the right to come demand your shit.
Yeah.
That's the part that throws me off. Whether
Hey,
it's here in
Yeah,
Chicago,
after
another
you to work
or
hard for
whatever,
your shit.
you don't work hard for your shit and somebody just feel like they can just come take it from you.
yeah.
Yeah, they
That's the
call it
part that
dead
Yeah,
pisses
boy.
me off.
Hey, hey,
so
Yeah,
PD.
dead boy.
when it all boiled down, that video obviously did over 2 million views. And
Wow.
then his brother made a live. Basically he was saying that he was salty that it happened because at that point in time he didn't know what really happened. And so I'm guessing he maybe knew the people at the store or some shit, and he went up to the store and he saw the cameras. And this is
Mm-hmm.
what he said right here.
This ain't got nothing to do with no sweating. I just seen my brother body. Gunshot wound to the chest, right? And that nigga look like he sleep. My brother look like he sleep. He like he at peace. I've also seen videos of shit. So whoever the nigga was that got out on my brother, they was already sitting there for like 10, 15 minutes. Since when do a motherfucker pull up there and sit for 10 minutes with tinted windows and don't nobody wash their car? Since when? Motherfucker pull up with tinted windows and don't nobody wash the car. Since when? Anytime a motherfucker ever been somewhere and you know it's shit going on, a motherfucker like, wash that car. It was so many of you bitch ass niggas out there on that camera. None of you niggas said, wash that car. You niggas knew what was gonna happen. And y'all waited. Y'all waited. I watched the video. I don't need no more motherfucking proof. You niggas waited. Didn't no motherfucker care to help. Nobody cared to help. You niggas watch that motherfucking car sit there for 10 motherfucking minutes. Listen, man. Motherfuckers wonder why I be feeling the way I be feeling. You hoe ass niggas. Bitch made ass niggas. Hey. I don't give a fuck who watching. Bitch, a bag better not get sold out there. A loose cigarette better not get sold. Nothing. And I mean that. I don't give a fuck who watching. And I know exactly what the fuck I'm saying, just in case you pussy ass police hit me too, because you motherfuckers not doing y'all job neither. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't give a fuck because y'all had issues with Tug too. Every motherfucker that had issues with my brother can die. Fuck all you niggas. You hoe ass niggas. Y'all sat there and watched that whole motherfucking plate. The whole motherfucking plate. The whole plate. I watched the camera. That nigga had a shirt on his motherfucking face. Nigga standing there looking at him with the gun in his hand. Two niggas. Didn't no motherfucker try to bust. Didn't nobody care.
Man, I'd be mad in the motherfucker too. I ain't gonna
I
lie
ain't
to
gonna
you.
lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'ma say, just growing up in the street, like, my condolences to them, but everything he's saying been going on since the 80s, since gangs was a thing, since drug dealing, since hanging on the corner, since niggas had guns. Back in the day, it was your Jordans, it was your starter coat, it was whatever somebody wanted, your Pelly, whatever they wanted to steal, you could die behind it and people will watch. Now, I do get it's on social media and it's worse now, but today is no code and no honor in the streets, and them shorties don't follow none. It's not like it's organized blocks or leadership or none of that shit no more. Ain't no OGs for real. So like, people in the hood never gonna stop wanting to be in your spot if they see you in a good spot. You can be fucked up, but if your chain nice or your your shoes fly and every day and all that shit, that's enough for somebody to want to take and have and get what you have. So if you're around them and they plotting on you day in and day night, like we gotta understand the number one street rule is always be prepared for a motherfucker to switch up. That's just plain and simple. Happened to Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. It's just how it goes. So what I don't be getting is how do we think because it's us or our family, not personal to them, their family, but like people won't do that because of maybe the love or the age or the like. No, if you're around people that think and do stuff like that, they're gonna do stuff like that. So it's just like,
I feel like they want that block. I feel like they're like,
yeah,
oh nigga, get your ass out the way type shit. That's how I
Yeah.
feel like.
yeah,
Cause it's like a lot of OGs lately been getting killed this year, man. A
Yeah.
lot of niggas around my age been getting killed, man. It's like these, and it's a lot of old niggas killing niggas too. Like I don't know, I
Yeah.
don't. It's like this the older crowd trying to get their second win around this motherfucker or something. I don't know what's going on, but it's
yeah.
a definitely unfortunate situation, man. Especially for the brother to sit there and watch niggas that supposed to be protecting them sit there and let that happen to him. Like that shit send you in a rage and I know it's not gonna bring his brother back, but if I had a chance to talk to him, I would just tell him to, pray. I know a lot of people religious. I would tell him to pray, man, and try to get some strength behind this shit because throwing your life away ain't gonna bring your brother back. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I know how it feel to lose somebody close to you. My best friend shot himself in the head in front of his mama and everybody.
I
You know what I'm
remember that one.
saying?
I remember that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, so I know how I feel to lose somebody close. Obviously, it's not my brother, but me and him was very, very close, and that shit hit home. And I know it make you want to do some shit because we all men out here and we all stand on principles, especially when you my age. My
Hmm.
age stand on principles, and like I say, it's very unfortunate, but I would tell him to just chill out, man, and don't drink. Get you some weed. Don't drink, cause drinking gonna make you want to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
I've been there, and that shit get deep, bro. You know what I'm
But
saying? So
but you know what? I'm gonna say this: if it's one lesson to be learned, and it took me a while. The only thing that can't ever be replaced is a life, man. So if it's something that they want to stick you up for, car, whatever, let them have that shit because you get that shit right back, man.
yeah,
If,
facts.
if if anything, shit, whatever they stole, whatever you get next is gonna be better than what you lost. So I mean, let that shit go. It's just material. But your L, you can't replace that. I'm
Now,
sorry.
now I tell you this, Va, and I ain't never told nobody this. A lot of people know about it, but not on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I actually been robbed twice, right? The
Mm-hmm.
second time it didn't go so good, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm the type of motherfucker like this. I'm from the street, man, and I know a real nigga when I see one. Ain't no
Mm-hmm.
hoe ass nigga finna rob me. I'ma
Yeah.
try you too. But if
Mm-hmm.
you a real nigga, I can see it in your eyes. You ain't bullshitting, cause I
Yeah.
come from that life.
Yeah.
And if I see you ain't bullshitting, I'm giving that shit up. I am not
Yeah.
Superman. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You can have all that shit. But if you
Mm-hmm.
didn't watch some videos and think I'm finna be the nigga you gonna practice on, you gonna have a motherfucking problem.
Nah. Mm-hmm.
Like real shit. You know what I'm saying? And that a situation like that happened with me. You know what I'm saying? And fortunate for me, he didn't die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, at some instance, it's like it depends on the person that got the gun. Honestly, for me, if you one of them real niggas and you got them and ain't bullshitting, man, you can have this shit, bro. I buy.
Yeah.
It. I got insurance on my shit. Fuck, I'm tripping over. And
True.
I ain't saying I'm Superman. I wouldn't even try to. That shit I did was just a natural instinct. You know what I'm saying? The,
Mm-hmm.
the the opportunity presented itself for me to disarm this nigga, and I took the chance. It was a split second, and it turned out in my favor. But I would never do that shit again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got
Oh yeah.
that shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
Straight up on the
You know,
real.
listening to him talk, the brother talk gave me chills. And this is one of the main reasons why I don't like doing the funeral directing part of my job. And I just stay away from it with making the arrangements because when those families come in and they sit down, it just seems to me either they're going to speak to you as if you're the one responsible for their loved one not being there, or they pouring all that shit out. And, you got to sit there and listen to it. And that will get to you after a while. And I'm not a big emotional person like that. But when you keep sitting and listening and listening and listening, and you seeing these mamas cry and these wives cry and these kids asking for their daddies and shit like that, that stuff get to you.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have that emotional attachment. That's my thing. I don't want to get emotionally attached. So that's why I don't really like doing that part of it. I'm licensed to do it. I know how to do it. I can handle it from A to Z. I just choose not to because that's what happens when they come in and make the arrangements. We kind of play like the therapist slash counselor role, you know what I mean? And tell me about your brother, and that's what comes out. That's what comes out.
Yeah.
And if you keep
See, that's the
hearing,
difference. That's the difference between a woman and a man because women, y'all naturally emotional. And so you'll
yeah,
by seeing innocent people cry over their loved one, it touches you. But men, they be in that bitch fake as hell. Hey man, can you have a seat for the family, please? They be in there
oh,
phony
you
than a
know what,
motherfucker,
Jamal?
trying to
You know
get
what,
that motherfucking money. They
you,
they be trying to get that
no,
motherfucking money. They be
Yeah.
like, Sister
you know what,
Jennifer,
Jamal? I'm being honest. It's hard. It's hard to deal with, but it affects me more when I see a man going through it. When a man expresses himself like that, that gets to me more than seeing a woman do it. I mean, I
what
can
you
stand there
mean?
and pretend. I don't know to see a man break down and like really get his emotions is flowing like that. That affects me. I can stand at the casket and see a mama crying over her son. It's gonna hurt me, but I can put my mind elsewhere and I'm fine.
You be
But
seeing
if I
men break down like that?
Yeah.
yes, yes, if it's their daddy, if it's their brother, if it's their best friend, it's something about seeing a man cry that that sets me off.
I mean,
I can't.
I could probably shed a few tears in front of a woman, but I would never fall out. I ain't finna do all that shit.
I'm not saying that, but you can hear the pain in that man's voice. You can hear the
Yeah,
aggravation in his
motherfuckers be
voice.
hurt. Hell yeah, I've
Oh,
been there.
okay.
I know.
That's what I'm talking about. That part right there is what gets to me, and
But I
that
don't
happens
show it
a lot.
though. I hold that
That's
shit
you.
in. I do my crying
That's
to
you.
myself in the mirror.
That's you. That's you. We've never had to sit down at that round table and have that discussion. That's you. What I'm speaking on is my 20 years in the game and what I've had to experience. When the men come in there, they be tough. When they're in the lobby, they tough. When they standing outside that funeral home, they tough. When they homies is there, they tough. They got their chin up. But when they come in that arrangement room and we close that door, they break down. That's the part that affects me.
I can believe it, man. That shit hurt.
Right, like you just said, they not going because they gotta talk to us. You get what I'm saying? So that's like one of the main reasons. Like, man, I don't want to do this stuff because it's starting to mess with me. So I can do the embalming because I don't have no emotional attachment. I used to want to know how they died and all this other stuff. Now I don't want to know that. All I want to know is who's being embalmed, who's being cremated, and what I got to do. And I don't allow that to get to me now. But that's one of the main reasons why I don't want to necessarily go full time in a funeral home again, make them arrangements because of that right there. He was bold and he did that on live, but that happens all the time in those arrangement rooms. And that
Yeah.
that that affects me when a man does it. It hurts when a woman does it, but when a man breaks down like that,
Yeah, it's
But he
built up.
wasn't crying though. He was just yelling.
he
He was just
wasn't
angry.
he wasn't crying, but those are emotions, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
That's not his everyday tone.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And you can hear it. You can hear it to the point where with me, that gave me chills. Like it almost made me want to cry. When he started saying y'all bitch ass niggas, y'all was standing there and y'all watched and nobody else. You can hear that in his voice. So I'm saying that's the part that gets to me. That's why
Yeah.
I don't like doing that funeral stuff no more. But I'm just sad that shit happened. But I just try to stay my ass off of Madison Street. I really do. It can happen anywhere, but I try my best to stay off of Madison.
I don't even go out
Definitely,
west.
definitely.
I had made a live the day after it happened, and I was just touching on a few things, and it wound up going viral and shit. And
Yeah,
like, I'm just looking at this shit like, damn, you on Madison without a pistol though. But like I said, after it all unfolded, it was people out there that supposed to been watching them. But at the time, I'm like, damn, that shit is crazy. Like, I don't even
Yeah.
go out west to the city, man. I didn't have my share of that bullshit, and I don't want nothing to do with that shit. I stay the fuck away from out there. Period. It ain't
You know,
nothing out there I want to
That
see.
shit,
you know what
that
the
shit
crazy part
play out.
is? A condition of my job is I got to stay in city limits, so I still live out west, but I just don't go out as much. For that's one reason, and then second reason is I realize that the older I get, I start not to like people too much. So I'm like, I stay to myself more so nowadays, you know. So
Yeah,
Man,
if it ain't
dealing
a certain type of people, if it ain't a
right,
certain type, because
right,
you know what's coming with that. Like
yeah, yeah.
my homie, one of my homies I grew up with 30 years, went on Madison to a party, a get together, because it was his cousin, and got shot 8, 9 times, but he lived. I'm like,
Mm.
who is going to a party on Madison? He's like, it's my cousin. I'm like, oh my God, yo, y'all, I don't know. Everybody should have a gun in their hand, walking. And if you got to do that, why are you over there? Like, and then
yeah,
you
I
over
just
there, like, ain't
Yeah.
nothing gonna happen. Like, no.
Man, big crowds
So,
of people I don't know make me nervous. That's why I
Yeah.
don't
man,
go to
that's why I be like,
clubs no more.
I don't even. Hey, we had a rule about 2 3 years ago. Like nigga, if the kids can't come, we ain't going to that shit. Like I ain't even. I don't even mess
exactly,
around like
yeah,
that. Like if the kids,
yeah.
exactly. That's how
For
you stay
real.
I'm
alive,
crazy.
though. That's why I be like, man,
Yeah.
it's a certain. That's why I was asking her, because I'm like, if it's a certain dress, a style, I already know the mentality. Like Phoebe said, the dressing. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. The way somebody dresses is gonna reflect their mentality and gonna reflect what they own. And if it's a group or groups of people and all that, some bound to happen and all that flexing, or somebody touch somebody, or somebody step on somebody's foot, or and that's enough to send everything up. That's why I'm like, I ain't gonna be around all that.
But you
But
know,
you,
It's
you
always
ain't no.
it's always some bullshit.
hey, let me bring this up on a systemic racism, a systemic system per se. And this is where I'm like, I've witnessed a lot of things. Like I had a call as a firefighter. We went to a gas station out south, right? And sometimes it's the YN thing, and it's like I seen a kid. He was a junior in high school, went to Simeon, like 5'11", 90 pounds, and what other YNs got a hold to him, unloaded like clips upon him. I'm like, for somebody 90 pounds is unheard of, right? And so I'm like, maybe from a society standpoint, man, we have to give these programs or park programs or something like that. They take the kids out that environment, and instead of picking up a gun, let them pick up some boxing gloves, put them in the ring, and let them iron it out like men. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure as OGs is something we can do. Remember Papa Joe and the Jacksons? He said, "Hey, I think he made Tito fight that one time and gave the dude and his son some gloves." We may have to bring back those days, man, because whatever
That ain't gonna
disagreement
happen.
shouldn't have to come to somebody losing their life. You know what I'm saying?
These niggas do
See,
too many drugs. They can't last 30 minutes.
right. But
That
then
shit over with.
even then, if you orchestrate the fight and somebody get knocked out, they gonna come back. Like
You feel me?
it ain't even like it's to the point where the whole situation is you just gotta have peace, like, or you just gotta figure out how to make sure everybody eating as equal as possible. You know what I'm
But
saying? Like, I mean, and like, I don't know the solution. I can't give you the whole thing, but at the end of the day, like when somebody feel like they left out or they got less
mhm.
than somebody else, or you know what I'm saying, and they
Yeah,
think somebody weaker than them. It's just so many elements to what's going on with that type of shit. Cause I be looking at that shit. I'm like, bro, I ain't never looked at me personally. I just ain't never looked at nobody and was like, hey, I need that too. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like, damn,
right.
he got it good, good shit. You feel me? But everybody don't bleed like that.
No, they
So
don't.
with what you saying, Red Pill, this is why we're saying men are emotional. Y'all like, but y'all show it through violence. Like everything you just said is a situation because somebody felt a certain type of way as a man, and then decided to take violence into his own hand to solve the way he feels.
Right.
Like this, why I be like, that's not true. Men are emotional. Y'all be very emotional.
Vita, hold on. See, here's the thing, because it's like Jamal said, I've said it a couple of times. Women want men to be as emotional in the same way another woman is, but we wasn't raised that way. We was raised. Take this how you want to take it. We were emotionally neutered growing up. Okay, so when you internalize and repress so much, guess the only other way it's gonna come out.
Yeah, the
Right.
wrong way.
In a violent way. It's gonna come out in a violent way. Okay.
Yeah.
And the thing is, and I'm not saying you two, but think about generally
Mhm.
the nigga that goes straight, that go from 0 to 100 and ready to go violent first. That's what the women are attracted to, and then they next thing you know they end up in abusive relationships. But you got what you wanted. You want somebody to be emotional to that degree. So it's not good when a man get into his emotions like a woman like that. I always say, a helpmate, you can sit here and minimize the stress on his plate to keep him from getting to that level. You know what I'm saying? That's how you balance that.
But that's not the
Here's the
only way.
thing when it comes to
Right.
emotions, though.
Mm-hmm.
Every time a man uses his emotions, 100% of the time he make a bad decision. Just
But
think
that's
of
because he not used
everything
to.
bad that's detrimental to a man that he's ever done was a result of him being in his feelings about something.
But hey,
Whether
Maul,
he
guess
was
what?
sad, whether he was anxious, whether he was heartbroken, angry, it was some type of emotion that triggered him to do some stupid shit.
Hey, Maul, that you know what? That goes for a woman too. And it may not go into the same because in the traditional sense of a relationship, and I realized this on a call I had my last work day. You have some women, it's hard for them to like fully listen to a man or do as a man say, because for some men, the way they articulate it to them, they comprehend it as he's talking to me like I'm a subordinate, and it don't make them feel good. So they defenses go up, but it's not like I'm not trying to make you feel that way. And most females, like you said, when they get full blown emotions, they make poor choices too. But guess what? When we make poor choices, we can say, you know what? I was in my feelings at the time and made a mistake, and I acted out this way. We can verbally say it and be remorseful about it and acknowledge it and take accountability for it. A woman
What?
can't really
No,
gather that.
Vi, come on now, Vi. What
I
Red
said it.
Pill was just no, but what Red Pill was just talking about is true for most men. Most men that even catch cases, right? That's not non-violent, like selling weed and something like that. No, they are violent acts. Like it's like they jack boys, or they robbing people, or they fighting, they shooting, they killing,
Mhm.
they
Yeah, but
doing that.
most men were groomed to be violent. We got
Right.
our ass whooped when we was kids.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that's a result of trauma to make you want to whoop ass? Because you got your ass whooped.
Right. So what VAR is saying though is that men just won't resort to that, but more often y'all do, even
No,
if it's first time.
I said when a man is 100% in his feelings, that's the result. That's the way it comes out.
Right. Oh, violence. Okay. I thought
It
you were
comes out
saying that
now.
y'all
Now,
would
guess
just talk
what?
about it.
When you brought up
I'm like,
somebody,
no, y'all don't.
when you brought up somebody selling weed and robbing folks, guess what? Feeling like you broke is a feeling. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Feeling like you worthless and you ain't got it. Feeling broke and homeless is a feeling too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Don't nobody like that feeling, and I get it. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
depressing,
It is.
especially when you're a man. Depression would cause a motherfucker to do anything. See, the thing about it is people don't understand that these younger generation, they buy guns before they even buy clothes.
Yeah.
They got a $1,500 gun in the house, and these niggas ain't got no car. And so, goddamn it, and they having kids and shit too. Baby need school clothes, baby need Christmas gifts, baby need birthday, baby need pampers, baby need clothes, food, and motherfucker don't want to. They don't want to work. So what
And,
do? They
and,
walk around and try to hit
and,
licks.
and guess what? This is where I go back to about a man repressing his feelings. Like even in relationships, and Maul, I was in the studio with Maul a few weeks ago. We said it. The wife or the woman can be happy, the kids can be happy, the bills can be paid. Everybody can be happy and get what they want, but the man, I can be unhappy, but guess what? We repress that. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep everybody else around us smiling. You know what I'm saying? But because that's the baseline of normalcy, don't mean that you need to make that a regular thing. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll deal with it in certain times, doesn't mean it should be the baseline. And we gotta continue to be unhappy and just deal with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't put too much on a person. But what they say, pressure either gonna do two things: create diamonds or
Or
bust pipes.
busting pipes.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Hmm.
And when we have certain conversations, a person can have so much pressure on them that when they pipe burst, the whole house is flooded.
Correct, because this. So even what you and just Jamal just said, and even
Mm-hmm.
what Red Pill said, if a woman, so in a relationship, that I understand men have anger, they could get depressed, stuff like that. So if they in a relationship and have pressures of the relationship, this is what I'm saying. This is why it's like a twofold, why y'all have to find another way. Like y'all gotta get cool with therapy or something, because it's like y'all would get in a relationship to help relieve the stress, but a relationship by bare minimum, where if it's a good relationship or a bad one, I don't care if you're in a relationship, you gonna have more responsibility. So now it's more pressure on you. And then for women in these relationships that's domestic, it could be the first time that a lot of men that abuse their pregnant girlfriend or wife was their first time, or if they kill her, it's their first time. And then the statistics on that is, you 9 out of 10 times a pregnant woman, if she's killed, it's by who she's pregnant by. So them
Yeah.
pressures and it's like, oh, we need the crib, we need the dick, we gotta go do this, we gotta go to the doctor, it's all this shit now you gotta do. And it's like, did you know sex and relationships bring more responsibility, and you wanted to escape it? So it's like, when do y'all figure out, yeah, this shit gonna make it harder and heavier?
No. Here's the thing: men don't run away from the responsibility. The pressure comes in is when that female, when normalcy, when being provided for and stuff is not good enough, and you want to level up into a lifestyle. And sometimes I think for some women, by listening, they confuse provision and lifestyle. They think they one and the same. No, they are two different things.
They totally different. They totally
And
different.
some of the women that have that Oedipus complex think that the lifestyle should be the baseline when it's not.
Wait, what complex?
Ultimately, I think men should not be in relationships until they get their trauma and shit dealt with, because putting your hands on a woman is never a good thing.
Yeah,
Right.
That's always gonna be the worst case scenario,
it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
to do some dumb shit. You
I don't
know,
think I
I
don't think
think, because honestly, when you a healed man and you've experienced in the dating phase and you didn't have relationships, you understand that a relationship at some point is gonna come with some level of stress.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. You're two different people. If y'all plan on being together for a long time, y'all chances are gonna grow into two different people. But y'all, a lot of times people don't grow into two different people together. They grow into two different people apart. And that's when the shit happens. But ultimately, you gotta understand there's gonna be some shit that you're gonna have to deal with that you don't want to deal with. And if you ain't prepared for that, I think that you should get all your ducks in order before you even enter a relationship. Because a woman gonna stress you the fuck out. Because they worry about the shit we don't worry about. We worry about the big fish. They worried about the seashells. You see
Right.
what I'm saying?
Hey,
And
And
of
then
Jamal.
you gotta,
course,
and then you
I'm
gotta
not
make
gonna
sure.
see a seashell if I'm trying to catch a whale.
Correct.
Hey, Jamal. I'm gonna say it like this: whether you're a man or woman, I don't think you should get in a relationship unless you have empathy and accountability. Whether you're a
You
man or
know,
woman,
y'all damn for sure don't have no empathy, Lavar.
No, I think we do.
I
I
think
think
Okay,
I
give
men.
me
think
an
I
example.
think I
You
think I
give
think
me an
men
example. Let me hear
I
this.
think men lack empathy, but I think we should be more understanding. And I
Okay, but
think with
y'all,
understanding comes empathy.
understanding is empathy.
Yeah, to a certain degree. That's why I
Now,
said if
but
a man, because empathy would be to a man, that would be like feeling sorry for you. We don't feel sorry
no,
for
no,
you.
no, not feel sorry, but just understand it. Don't like
no,
minimize
yeah,
that. Oh,
yeah,
that ain't shit. Why you tripping on that? Like, hey, what you mean? She messed up the meeting and I cleaned it up and
Yeah,
I didn't do like that.
but see, the
no,
thing about it is having understanding, you'll be able to decipher different mood swings from a woman. Because if you got empathy, y'all use this same tactic all the time. Y'all cry and then y'all make us feel bad about the shit we supposed to be doing because we have empathy for your fucking tears.
right. No,
You
but
see what I'm saying? And then
I think, yeah,
you use these tears to fucking control the narrative. And so
Weaponized.
Well,
and
I
well,
so
agree.
a
Now they
man who
weaponized.
understands knows that I don't give a damn if you crying or not. This is what's finna happen. Because I
yeah,
know
right.
you just
Well,
crying because you in your feelings. But
yeah,
there's a
and
right way to do things and there's a wrong way to do things,
hmm
no matter how you feel. And that's where a real man comes in at. Sometimes I might hurt your feelings, but it's the
yeah.
best thing for us.
right. Yeah.
And
And
you gotta understand that.
here's the thing.
I agree with that.
Here's the thing about empathy too. It's the ability to put yourself in the other person's shoes.
Correct.
And like, if say me and Vita, right? And I'm like, Vita do some shit that I say, I'm like, damn, I don't. Why the fuck did she do some shit like that? But then if I sit there and I listen to her, and I go over there, put myself in her shoes, like, you know what? Given all the information I have and the facts, I see why you did what you did. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And so it's like the reason I bring that up because, like Jamal said, if a man has a problem and we say that a woman will cry and stuff like that and try to flip the script, you know what I'm saying, and flip it back around back on us. But when a woman is an emotional, we have to sit here and process it like, okay, well, I can understand that. And we'll make the proper adjustments within reason.
Right.
Because honestly, when a woman talks to us about our problems, we don't give a fuck about the problem. We just trying to
Right.
figure out how to fix it.
We try to
We
fix
ain't
it.
heard nothing
We try to
about
fix it.
we ain't heard none of the middle shit. We just okay. I understand where you coming from. Okay, so where do we go from here? Because
Right.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit here wasting ungiven time on some
It,
dumb
it,
shit.
it ain't no
So how
judge.
can we fix this real fast and
It
move the
ain't no
fuck on?
Well,
judgment. It ain't no judgment. It ain't that. It's like, all right, let's fix this so we can get back on track.
Yeah,
Get back
absolutely.
on
Because
schedule. You know what I'm
let me
women
saying?
just
women like that. What I notice about women is they like to talk about why there is a problem rather than fixing the problem. You know what I'm saying? A
right.
man, we understand. Okay, we understand it's a problem. We don't give a fuck why it happened. We know it's a problem. Okay, let's fix it. That's how we think. But a
It,
woman wants you to sit down and break it down bar for bar to understand the problem because they think that's how we process fixing the problem by understanding the problem. They don't understand by men how we think. We don't give a
right.
damn about the problem. We just want to fix it. We fast forward shit. That's
Hey,
how we are. We don't give a
hold on,
damn why it's a problem.
Maul. You
And I
just
think
said
that's where I think a lot of times that's where women get it mixed up at and they think we don't care
you
because
you
we don't
just
want to initially hear the whole problem out and we're just not wired like that.
you just said something profound and didn't realize it, Maul. I was like, this is the difference between men and women when it comes to a dispute. When it comes to a dispute, women care more about being right. Men care more about getting it right.
I can see that.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
I can see
So
that.
I just say this in reference to now this just me personally, because I know if we a man and I in a relationship, I know if I harper on being right or him being wrong, we still gonna miss the point because that could be so subjective, like based on how I feel, based on the circumstances, or like, oh, so you just wanted me to do that in front of your whole family. Like sometimes it just what is the best thing can't be done because of circumstance. But I do agree with, she do want to be heard. That is really a big deal. Like you just said, Mal, breaking it down is like, I want you to understand why I feel this way. And then y'all like, okay, you feel that way. The point is how to get you to stop. But it's like, if I don't tell you, how do I know you really care about how I got here or how not to get here again? So it's like, I gotta be feeling all my feelings, and I gotta be the genius to think through how to stop this from happening in the future to tell you that. Now, I'm not saying that's out of my league, but y'all just help me understand, like, damn, I'll be doing stuff like that. I do be like, I want to, at least, can we understand how we got here so we don't get here no more? I do be trying to make it quick, but women long-winded. We just
Yeah,
long-winded.
right.
But
And
Vita,
see,
here,
for a man,
Let
it's
me say
like
this.
this, right?
go
If
ahead.
you
Go.
had an issue with a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just come to a man and say, baby, you did this and it made me uncomfortable and I would like for you not to do it again. Okay, flat, we understand it, right? But what happens is y'all say that and then say, because the other day, remember when we went out and then, boy, yada, 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 you want to break the whole goddamn story down
The
and we don't want
receipt
to
box
hear all
come
that
out.
shit. We
We in the tax
understand,
office.
okay, this made you uncomfortable. Okay, I won't do it no more. Or whatever
Mm-hmm.
it is, we'll fix that right then and there. I don't give a damn about the story of the day or where we was at when I made you uncomfortable. I don't want to hear that
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Right. Well,
It,
let me say this real
That's a
quick,
hard pill to swallow,
because
but okay.
but see,
I'm just saying.
what makes
No,
it
but
hard?
thank you for
What
saying it though. That
It's
what
helped.
real.
That really
We real
helped.
what
simple. We
what,
are
what
real simple. If it made you uncomfortable, something you don't like, just say that. Okay, good.
Right,
We cool.
right. Now let me
Nothing
say
no
this,
more.
because a lot of men understand our journey is harder. So it's like when you hear a complaint, let's say me and Vito or me and Phoebe got the same complaint. I understand that my complaint is it's we got the same complaint, but your results are going to be different due to the effort that you have to do to fix it. I gotta actually get out here and fix it. You're gonna have the judge call up his homie so you can live in a damn unit for 90 days. I'm not gonna get that grace. So unfortunately, the way you look at things and the way you know what I'm saying, you've been bailed out due to the fact of the gender you was born. A lot of us we can't really sympathize and empathize, but we do. And that's the killer right there. That's a lot of men will empathize with some shit that he ain't got. I don't understand how the fact you walk through life just because you got a vagina and you cute and you just got the same shit I got, and I worked 80 hours a week for 15 years. That
mm-hmm.
same boat you was on, I worked my ass off to get on that bitch. You got a DM from a nigga you don't even know. And this is just an example. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
Right.
Y'all's lack of
Yeah,
empathy comes from the lack of the fact that you have to earn a lot of the things that you get versus us. We have to. It don't matter how handsome
We.
MacMaal or Var or me. And I'm not saying we handsome niggas, but I'm saying like we could be. You know what I'm saying? The most handsome niggas on the planet, and you can be a 5'6", and you still gonna get the same results as us. So when you start complaining about shit, we like, hey man, shut up and listen to what I'm talking about, because you don't even understand the struggle. How can I take your advice or empathize with something and you don't even understand how to earn it?
Right.
You don't
yeah.
even understand how
I
to fall off
definitely,
the
I
horse.
definitely feel what he's saying because
Yeah.
yeah, men definitely. I feel like women live life on easy mode a lot of times because y'all have cushions for y'all failures. Men know that if I fall, that's it for me. So I think we go at the world a little bit different. We go out attacking shit. And this is pretty much why men make more money on average because we take on manly harder jobs to make more money. Like women, y'all usually take on nurturing jobs and shit, and kind of, easy shit to do. You know what I'm saying? So y'all don't really walk out the house because it's not built for you. You're
Right.
not meant naturally to carry this load.
Right.
So
True.
Mm.
naturally, you're not supposed to walk out the house feeling like a man, like you finna tackle the fucking world.
Yeah.
No, it's just not in your bloodline.
Yeah.
And,
But
True.
and
on the other hand, men, we wired like that. We got to go because we competing against other men.
yeah.
Y'all not competing against other women. Y'all gonna get picked regardless.
Yeah.
We
Hey, Vita,
competing against other men. Every day we go out this door, there's billions of men out here getting to it.
and
And we
Vita, I
gotta
want.
we gotta find our niche in that motherfucking matrix some goddamn well.
Hey, I
Every
want.
day. And
I
then
want.
on top of that, guess what? We are expected to provide for our family, right? So naturally, we outside looking for income to provide for two motherfuckers, not
Mhm.
just ourselves. We have to be outside drilling the world to try to find a job or a career or some type of space that will pay us to be able to take care of ourselves and another motherfucker. Women
Mhm.
don't have to do that.
And let me
Correct.
backtrack to some what Vita
Not
said.
like that, unless she's single mothering it or something. But I got you.
Yeah.
I can see that. Okay.
I mean,
And,
single mothers, I wouldn't say single mothers by choice, but I mean, a lot of times women pick niggas that wasn't shit before they had the kids with them. So I don't
it's,
Yeah.
really have sympathy for that shit
it's
because,
definitely by
like,
choice.
a man will show you who he is before you get pregnant by him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
you can't get duped by you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey,
you knew what was
But
going
I
on.
hey,
say you might if you do it like young, like if you have a baby between 17 and 22, you might be like, damn, I didn't know he was gonna be like that. But I see what you saying. I don't want to make excuse. I still think we not good at vetting. I don't think women just not you because you weren't made to
we
vet.
suck at it too. Shit, I'm gonna be real. We suck at it too. Shit, it ain't no simple science to that shit. But I want to backtrack to something Vita said about sometimes a woman go on like that because they want to be heard and understood. But the deeper they talk about it, they kind of get in their feelings. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other women feel the same way, right? But in order to be heard and understood, you're gonna have to lean more into that vulnerability and take that wall down.
Right. Yeah.
And a lot of women, especially our black sisters, and I love our black sisters, but that's a thing that if I had to give women advice right now in terms of that'll make their dating life better and finding their mate, they gotta do that part.
Right. Well, I definitely learned a lot. Now I do got one more question. What is you saying the Oedipus complex? What is that?
You got this concept like everything is supposed to revolve around you and go your way and stuff like this. It's like so it's kind of like the Lulu land. You know what I'm saying? Like women, like he gotta be 6 figures and over 6 feet tall, and he gotta make this, and he gotta have his own business, and we gotta be able to take 3-4 vacations a year. That shit, that stuff rich people can do. The regular person ain't gonna be able to do that, and chances are you're not getting that for yourself. So it's like, why do you want to have this extravagant lifestyle when you're not getting this before me? You know what I'm
So
saying? Or
that's
if you
what
was
Red
getting
Pill
it,
was just
Well,
talking about.
that's what they
yeah,
I
getting
get
with
it.
you for, to change their damn life. That's
But
yeah,
why
Red
you
Pill
there.
was just saying that she can't value it because she never had to earn it for real. She could just run to
right.
you and tell you, and now it's on you on top of the other responsibility. But in true context, it's like, wait, this is not like he ain't come from a trust fund. He got to work to get all this shit. So you're not considering that. You just want what you want.
Put it like
Okay.
this. Put it like this. A man making 100K looks very different from a woman making 100K. A woman can open up if she bad to the motherfucker, she can open up an OnlyFans, take pictures of her feet and shit, and over the course of the year make 100K. Don't
Okay.
require doing shit.
Right. Right.
For a man to get 100K, he had to get out here and put in some work.
Now you know what? To just prove that was right, I really had to try to think that through. Like, how is it so different? But then when you get an
Yeah.
example, I'm
Let's,
like,
let's,
yeah, he
let's
right.
switch it. No, this thing. Let's switch it.
Look, Red
Let's
Pill
switch it.
just said that shit. You don't know
Can a
shit. You
man
ain't
can a
doing
man
shit.
get on OnlyFans and make 100K in a year? He ain't doing it. A man can't do it. You know what I'm saying? But a
Like,
woman,
damn, you
if a
right.
woman
Okay.
get out here and really grind like we did to get 100K, I always say to understand, for us to understand a woman for us, sometimes we got to switch roles a little bit and try to see, okay, what if I had to do what he had to do?
I wouldn't do that shit. I'm
Do what
telling
she
you now,
had
I
to
ain't
do.
doing it. I ain't
I
doing it.
know
But
you
see, guess
wouldn't.
what? You ain't doing it. But see, that's shutting it down right out the gate. It's not about whether you would do it or not. It's understanding the mindset
To
that comes with
entertain
it.
it. I got you.
Yeah.
I'll entertain it though and give you your credit and say you right. I got you. I get it. Let me better. But this is helping me to better communicate now. Now I ain't gonna go into all the details. I'm just keep it to 1 or 2 sentences and then that's it. Cut it off.
Details help too,
Yeah.
you know, provide clarity.
All right, well, I'm finna get up off this live, man. We done been 2 hours in, man.
Yo,
I
yeah.
appreciate y'all for
This
coming
was
out. Hey,
great.
look, for everybody watching, man, I'm gonna need y'all to, man, donate to my channel, man, not the shop on Cash App. I need $1 per person, man. Just send your boy $1 to my Cash App and not the shop, man. Look out for your boy. Make sure you sub. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment, man. And share this shit, man. Listen, every Monday. I'll catch y'all next Monday. And y'all introduce yourselves and we're gonna get up out of here.
Yo, I'm at Big Bob 31. Be on the lookout. First week of September, I'm doing a relaunch of the Let's Talk About the Shop podcast, man. We're gonna do the sports stuff, prognosticating. 2 shows a week. We're gonna have a sports show. We're gonna have a reaction video show. Be on the lookout. I got a lot of the panel hitter. Y'all gonna be my first phone call. So
Man,
be on the
let me
lookout.
know. I'm with it.
Okay, bye. Okay. Well, my name is Lavita Jones. I'm a confidence coach, and I help you go from basic to baddie in business and in life, so you can develop unshakable confidence to strut unapologetically across the runway of life. And if you would like to get some of that, you can email me at confidence@LavitaTheModelJones. That's LEVITA.
Phoebe, you going or you want me to go?
You can go.
All
Say
right,
the best.
yeah, best for last. Fact. Let me go then. Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Red Pill Crip. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all gonna see the law when you see the straw. Shout out to my brothers and my sisters on this panel, man. Love y'all, man. Every Monday, tap in. Make sure y'all tap into my shit too. Red Pill Crip 85 on TikTok, IG, Facebook, YouTube. Just tap in. You did. We out here.
All right, it's Phoebe, just Phoebe. I got some work to do because all y'all just said a whole lot of shit behind y'all names. I got to find me something to say that's all cute and entertaining,
If a
you know.
nigga
Drop
dead,
that email though.
look up
That email
Phoebe.
says it all.
Right. Well, it's your boy MacMaal, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to your boy, man. It's always a treat when real players meet, and I see y'all next week.
All right, take away.
Peace.
Peace.